Hello, y'all. This is Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. And I gotta admit, I gotta take some deep breaths for this one. It's the kind of thing that you tell people what might happen versus what actually happened. And I got a lot of questions about this one. It's a mystery to me why any of this would happen. Um, Seeing that we are very local space that we call the Black Manosphere. So I want people to understand whether you're a member of the Black Manosphere or not, is that when you go around saying that you are a member of the Black Manosphere, you might as well go ahead and get ready. But here's one question I want to ask you. When people, such as the young man who is of the subject matter tonight, when they start to come around and start to say the things that they say in a barrage of constant disrespect, along with, I would have to say, some facts, um, are we prepared as a space and as a group of content creators to fend that attack off? I would say based upon the opinions of everyone involved, you would swear that everybody had a victory. And here's where the victory was, as far as I'm concerned, and what I've observed is that a functional professional YouTuber had to come to this space to launch an incredible attack. So that would lean more toward us than it would toward the amazing Lucas. Yeah, I'll open up the panel, but I just have to make sure that I have certain things in place. I would to like to say hello to everyone. Thanks for being here, and if you can, please hit that like button. You know, I just want everybody to know that I will at least try to be a grown up about this. This is not anything about who can throw the better jabs, the better insults. Although saying a word like "bussy" in its constant use is something that you would have to ask the question on. And the topic for tonight is, who the fuck does he think he's talking to? Because there are many different kinds of people, but saying that we're all black men here in this space, there are different minds in the black manosphere. So I just want everybody to know that. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not willing to back another member based on their thought process, if it's not crazy, I would say. So it's no need to, I would say, come with all the bad mouthing and all the insults. But since people want to continue to go there, then let's go there. All right, let me get some shout outs in the chat. All right, we got Toya. Always good to see you. Phil Brad, Prepper 101, Big Kev, Sick Diggy. All right. All right. So, yeah, this is a saying by Mike Tyson. Now, as I've said in the past, we do not encourage violence here on YouTube. So I would never make a violent physical threat toward anyone if I did not intend to carry it through. That's why I don't like tough guy talk on YouTube. But because that fact is present on many of these YouTube channels, people have found it easy to disrespect, I would say. Nowhere in Montgomery, Alabama, the city I'm from, can you get away with talking to someone like this, like we talk to them on our social media. And I know people really don't care. They really don't give a damn. But I go the extra mile since I have people I care about to make sure that I don't go too far as what I say to people on this platform. But any range of things that are the subject matter can be offensive to people, especially in 2023. So I understand how many people can be touched by the information given in these spaces. I do understand that. But this kind of saying rings very true. Social media made y'all way too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the face for it. But at the same time, that is Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson can say stuff like that. But for me, for a man like me, it's just the internet. I back sayings like this because it's the truth. You guys be mad disrespectful sometimes, making it impossible to have a sane and sensible conversation. He said, "Let's get to the fun part." Okay, all righty. So also go to my community tab. I posted this meme there, and these are things that actually happen. So if you want to read the meme, I'll just go ahead and read it here. And said black people in the space be like, and I believe that, some people got offended and, I lost about 3 or 4 subs behind this, but it's the truth. It's the truth. It's stuff that I've said constantly on this channel, consistently on this channel. And the underlying message is it doesn't matter if it's factual. If you don't like the person, you won't accept it. So please, anyone, even in that chat, tell me I'm wrong about that. Tell me that I'm somehow wrong about this. Is like, okay, it's no correct way to say these things, whether it's factual or not, with you guys. So, and this is what I've observed when Destiny debated Angry Man. Everybody was giving Destiny his props. Everybody was like, Destiny, oh, he eviscerated Angry Man. Everybody was on that train. Lucas came around, used the word bussy about 100 times, came with some facts, and everybody commended him for it. Started throwing rice and confetti in the streets. But we all know the story about BGS. I don't need to go through the I don't know the impact he has on a person's psyche within seconds of meeting him, like he did with Lucas. RPM, what's going on? He said Destiny didn't do shit. But I got a couple of good comments in that thread. But please, by all means, go check out the community tab. So anyway, let's hop to it. Let's hop to it. All right, this guy right here. I've been watching this guy's stuff for a minute. I would say it's probably about 3, 4, maybe 5 years on and off. This is the amazing Lucas. When I first started watching him, he was real staunch conservative, Trump guy. Just getting letters all over the country from kids. There's like, oh, I can be myself and be a conservative. He was one of those guys. Um, yeah. For some reason, out of nowhere, he visited BGS's panel, and for we know BGS, we know BGS Itmore, so we know how sometimes those panels can be. So um Lucas, from the area that he's used to being in, is kind of new to the game, so he didn't understand what was about to happen. So I can kind of react to it. Let me pull it up if you guys don't mind. This weather. He says Destiny destroyed that no leg Latinas. Lucas has some good points about the space. BGS thinks he's an actual Jedi master. Yeah. Well, we all know how you feel about BGS. Piece from the gig, Roguish the Build and Monger. Say I have no issues with these men personally, but they all suck in their own unique way. All right, so let me see if I can find that video real quick. Just bear with me one moment. Good to see everyone in here. Like I said, I'm not here to hurl insults. I mean, many people believe that I should be, because I'm one of these guys that is a defender of the space, but I'm also one of these guys that have to call it like I see it as well. Oh, here it is. I found so you know me. I'm just not a person that takes too kindly to insults. I'm just that kind of person, and people will call you sensitive for some shit like that. But I mean, if you're any kind of man, you're gonna ask people what's up. Period. I don't know if you agree or disagree. Quite frankly, I don't care. But okay, here it is. Here's a famous encounter, and fair use, by the way. See if it's in a good spot.
Spread now throughout the whole culture.
Hey man, you can be proud about something, or you can be proud about foolishness.
Lowest common denominator now. That's what.
Now, before we really get underway, um, I've already expressed how I felt about the certain content creators that's on the screen. I haven't kept it a secret. How grateful I am to BGS and helping my channel grow. But there's something that I have to say about that as well. As soon as we get through with this, and Gigi, I have a lot of respect for, a very informed brother. And Obsidian, of course, is one of the facilitators of the space, regarded as one of the big three. These other guys, besides the amazing Lucas, I'm not familiar with, like Swamp of Decadence and Lion 917 and Davi MSYSBM. Uh, but yeah, this right here started a shitstorm. So fair use.
That's where that's where we're at. And Black One actually upholding that. They upheld Kiki Kiki Palmer. What she did. It's like it's that's the way it is. Okay, that's what we're on right now. So.
I mean, you just had a woman who.
Yeah, just for the record, BGS did defend Kiki Palmer. Yeah, he did say that old boy should have known his place, on the pecking order. So that just for the record.
Who went to the UAE, and
Yeah.
she was on some thought, like
Yeah.
The boss lady.
Yeah.
I don't want to curse on your show because it's just your show, but
no, you curse. How it is.
boss bitch.
Yeah.
Overly sexualized, attitudinal behavior and overtures. She went to the UAE with that energy, and they locked her ass up for it.
As they should. Yeah.
But see, this is the norms related to Black culture in America. This is what it is. I mean, they say from the womb to the tomb, this is how it is.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I said, that's the way they've been socialized, man, for the last 50 years. They've been socialized that way. Go ahead, jump in, Lucas.
One thing I want to know is, are you guys for the group, or are we talking from an individual mindset here?
It depends on what angle you're coming at.
Well, it depends on the angle of us all being Black men. So the Black men on this panel, are you all talking from the group, or are you talking from an individual perspective?
We're talking from the group. This is a group think now.
Okay, so if we're talking for the group as Black men, we need to be leaders of the community.
Just to be clear, that is the voice of the amazing Lucas, and he's established himself as a Black man. So, I mean, all these things people are saying about whether he's mixed or not, what I see is a man who just confirmed himself as a Black man. So we're gonna say he's Black here.
So what I'm hearing is a lot of generalization of Black women, and that's not my experience with Black women. So what that leads me to believe is that some of you guys have a shortcoming when it comes to vetting proper Black women, because not all Black women are of this culture.
Hold on.
Do you own a gun and live in Georgia? Then
look, sorry about that. I fucked that up. But let me see. Let's see if we can get that
group
back.
As Black men, we need to be leaders of the community. So what I'm hearing is a lot of generalization of Black women, and that's not my experience with Black women. So what that leads me to believe is that some of you guys have a shortcoming when it comes to vetting proper Black women.
All right. All right. You know, you're not going to get too many arguments from me about that. But at the same time, I don't know these guys' personal experiences. So I can't sit there and assume what their experiences are. There's no way to vet. You know, when people get screwed over, they think they're due plenty of vetting. But I get what he's saying. But if if you want your experience to count, their experiences count too. But you know, there's more to think about. I'll get into that in just a second.
Because not all Black women are of this culture.
Hold on a second. Go prove that, okay? Because we have, okay?
Go prove what?
That this is actually indicative of most, I would say 90% of Black women.
Do you have
90%? I do admit that there is a vast majority with a problematic mindset. But you know, this is a slip for me. Is a slippery slope when you start getting into specific percentiles. You know, it's kind of like just trying to eyeball it and guess what the percentage is. So I mean, I don't disagree, but you have to put it with something in order for it to make sense, because this right here, this guy right here, I don't know. He's been down in the trenches. I'm not saying that he's some type of, you know, I understand he's a professional YouTuber. That's what I understand about him. Professional YouTuber, and you know, we have said in this space things about people who just do YouTube. So, but that's neither here nor there.
any data to support that?
No, yes, it's called the Negro. What is it? Philadelphia Negro, the Black Family United States, by Du Bois. Okay.
No, I'm talking about recent data. I don't know anything about Du Bois. Do you have any recent data that supports your claim?
Lucas, do you understand culture?
You do.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Okay, can you give me something I can cite? Is this FBI? Is this census data? What are we looking at?
Yeah.
It's all that. It's all that.
No, it's not all that. Just give me one.
Give you one. Okay.
Yes.
Why?
I'm gonna tell y'all just like this. I'm not a debater. I just give what my thoughts are. But do you who do you in the chat, who do you roll with at this time? Do you roll with the direction Lucas is taking it in, or do you roll with the direction that BGS is taking it in? So
why are black women the most divorced and the least married? Okay, have the most out of wedlock
Hold
kids.
on, let's look into that. What is that data from? And let's contextualize it, right? Because the same can be said for black men. There's a lot of data out there.
No,
hold on.
Lucas,
The point that I'm making.
Lucas,
the point that I'm making.
Lucas, listen.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Lucas, Lucas, it's my show. Listen, okay? You asked a question. The data is there. We've shown the data.
The data is not there, bro. Because what you do. Hold on. Let me. Bro, you gotta let me talk, right? You gotta let me talk.
Lucas, I don't have to let you talk,
bro.
Listen.
Then you.
Okay, so I'm getting two different things about this. I'm getting that Lucas ran off. I'm also getting that BGS kicked him off. I don't know which one is true. But that's how BGS runs his show, and I've seen the way Lucas runs his show. I can't tell a content creator what to do with his show, but that right there was a mess. that right there was a mess. So Lucas went back to his channel and started up a broadcast. So I got a screenshot of that. So let me get out of here. Okay. By the way, that meme is true. All right. So yeah, this one right here said the Bussy Sphere can't handle facts and evidence. That is what prompted that. That is what prompted that. Milton Patton said he kicked him off. Okay. And I'm gonna go not to say that I'm siding with BGS on that, but it is his show. He can do that if he wants. Anybody can mute and boot anybody that they want on their show. And like I said, I've seen Lucas do that too to other people. So this was Lucas's answer to that experience. Says the Bussy Spear can't handle facts and evidence. So this is the point where you get into the who the fuck do you think you're talking to? I could be a more neutral content creator that is a part of the Black Manosphere. You say, well, I could say stuff like, well, he wasn't talking to me. I could be that content creator. I could be the one that could say, no, that's you guys' problem. that you guys handle that. But at least I will be the one to ask Lucas, man, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? You can't you can't be the guy that says stuff like this and expect that to be reflected upon every individual that is in the space known as the Black Manosphere and act like that shit's gonna slide. Someone has to ask, so it might as well be me. If it's not gonna be GG, it's gonna be me. If it's not gonna be BGS, it's gonna be me. Willie Williams says Lucas is fishing for attention. Why here though? Why here? I hear one of his reasons is a reason that another content creator used, saying that this could have a negative impact on young boys. And I've never seen aggression from society in general to help with young boys, young black boys especially. But now niggas acting like they care because there are some guys that are within this space that are actually helping young black boys and young black men. Those people have to come forward and explain themselves and their position. But I know. Shoot. But let me shout out some chat members. We got Hybrid Catastrophic Impact X83rd Power says, I'm a master debater. LOL. I was like, man, I leave that debate shit to other people. The reason why is, man, you can't argue with folks. Like, why would I want to debate with somebody that uses a word like bussy, even if he is knowledgeable? I mean, for real though, I would like to see more controlled panels. I, I I would like to see panels where people are not really cutting off and interrupting people. I mean, I'm saying this in knowledge of what the smoke show has been before. Carlos Bailey said Lucas ran. I'd like to know from BGS himself if he's watching. Did you kick Lucas off, or did Lucas run? Did Lucas decided, oh, I'm just gonna go to my channel and say, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna start up a broadcast and call these guys bussy. And people, we have to understand with the anti-black manosphere sentiment, people, the haters in particular, think saying that shit is actually funny. So, hey, that's your opposition right there. The manosphere is spreading worldwide, and people are starting to listen. Said this is an easy win for him from a mainstream perspective. No one outside of this space wants it to exist. So any drama he causes looks like a win. He ran an 8-hour stream of a 3-minute interaction. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't 8 hours, it was 9 hours. It's a triggered 9-hour stream. He has run the stream every evening since then with the words manosphere and bussy in the title. So, I mean, the whole concept of rent free, who's winning that at the end of the day? Most manosphere content creators have not addressed this. The ones who defend the space quite frequently has. Milton Patton said that was some butthurt stuff. So Amazing Lucas. Let's say Amazing Lucas. He was a conservative. He's a fan of Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, by the way. He hates Tom Holland Spider-Man. Shoot. But let me see. Let me see if I can show you a couple things. All right. Show you a couple things. Yeah. All right. Tariq has roasted Amazing Lucas before. I don't know if Lucas ever answered this or whatever, but Lucas is wearing he's wearing a shirt that says LGBT, and it's "Let God Bless Trump," and it reads here that Tariq said, "By the way, Lucas, don't inject all of your steroids in your upper body. Save a few drops of steroids for those scrawny legs. Why you shaped like a moist munchkin though?" Now, I don't know if Lucas ever addressed that. I don't know if someone knows where the clip is, please tell me. Yeah, but he's been addressed before. So All right. So I'll tell you one thing. I've been watching Lucas for a while, his YouTube channel, and he was the first time I've ever he did a one-on-one with Hotep Jesus. This is Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus did a viral interview with Joe Rogan. He's also interviewed Jason Whitlock. He also got into an altercation with the Officer Tatum. But on the way to his ascension, Hotep Jesus stopped off with the amazing Lucas, and this is Lucas' really big conservative days. You know, those black conservatives, if they do that shit right, they get really big popular channels that pop. I mean, see, I told you, Kev, he's on some authentic alpha stuff. Never skip leg days, fool. It makes no sense to have a well-defined upper body and chicken legs. Yeah. So yeah, here's some other things. Let me go to this particular slide right here. Okay. What do Phil Scott and Bronny James have in common? They've both been dick policed by the amazing Lucas. In fact, the first ever amazing Lucas video that I ever saw was when the picture of Phil Scott and his wife on the left went viral. And they was like, "Oh man, Phil Scott talking about, he's speaking up for black people, but he got a non-black wife because they love to do that to black men." Um, Lucas is like he has expressed the views of a dick policeman. Yeah, he is dick police both Phil Scott and Bronny James, and Bronny James is the weird one because Bronny James is a high school teenager. So I don't know whether he was doing it for content to pander to a certain demographic, but this that kind of thing, is kind of worth mentioning once you know the kind of to let you know the kind of people you're dealing with on these YouTube spaces. Whether you're on their pro black stuff or not, whether it says they never let Phil live over his wife's race. Never. Phil Scott employs black people on his channel. So isn't that good enough? Phil still taking L's from Hoteps. I mean, say I've been wondering when some of those prison style workouts cats are going to include some abstract leg engagements as well. They look like a big ass flea hopping around the floor the way they do. Say all these cats on the internet are only about upper body, and that's not where your power is at, homie. I mean, I'll say this: I don't know anything about Lucas's workout regimen, but we're all just going off a tweet. See, it got so bad. Phil don't even show his wife on camera. Black men are heavily penalized for that. When black men date out, when black men date and marry out, we get ostracized. We get ostracized. No one will support our shit, no matter how beneficial it is to the black community. Period. Look at Robert Smith and his his contribution. Nobody cared. All they cared about was his white wife. Said, why a grown ass B Dub worried about a black kid's prom date? Sounds a little R. Kelly-ish. Yeah. Let me rephrase that question. Why grown ass black women and the amazing Lucas worried about a black kid's prom date? Sounds a bit R. Kelly-ish. Yeah. They get the hand clap. We still celebrate Serena. The people had a lot of things to say about Serena Williams. And I mean, like, I don't know exactly what point people were trying to make with her. Not whoever she's married to, it doesn't take away from her accomplishments. But you could use Serena as an example of if the shoe is on the other foot, because Serena can come in and out, talk about black, whatever, and no one will care because we still love her. Now, Nate Parker or Donald Glover, somebody's always gonna bring up who they fucking. Brother said David Carroll was right when he said black men and black women love white people. Well, from my experience, I don't have any data to back this up, but from my experience, I would have to say that's a yes. We care about how we behave around folks. I mean, I don't. I mean, I'm pretty much myself around anybody, but being around enough of them, I would say in my experiences is that we have a tendency to be very conscious around them, but when we're around just us, nigga shit ensues. I said, "Cause Serena Crip walks on the court." That's man. Rogan said, "If your wife look like that, you can't tell black men about dating anyone, especially when you talk about black men with black women." Phil was hella out of pocket when he was attempting that lane. Uh, Rogan said Phil's wife looked like Tito Puente. Uh, I used to try to stay out people's wives, man. Seriously. Man said that's cold. Okay. Who knows anything about this? Who knows anything about Lucas having a debate with Young Ripper 59? AKA the $1 million man, the $1 million comic book creator. This man went 3 million his first issue. Now he's at 2 million his second issue. The man is all about that business. Yeah, he had a debate with Lucas. There's another, I would say, YouTuber named Ryan Kennel. He did this tweet where he did this review of the Batman, and he really rained on it because of the race swapping. Myself, I really didn't care about the race swapping. Ooh, big deal. But everybody had a fit saying, calling them racist, saying how racist it was, that he didn't approve of the race swapping of Commissioner Gordon and Catwoman. Uh, Young Ripper himself, the guy in the Street Fighter 2 hat. Street Fighter 2, by the way, little tidbit, is how I got into fighting games on the Super Nintendo. Yeah, it's cool shit. That was my introduction. But Young Ripper was like, "Well, that's my coworker. I don't believe that he was being racist." In fact, Young Ripper was like, "I would never watch the Batman. I would never sit down and watch that film. I thought that it was one of the best black Batman films of all time." That's just me though. But Lucas and Ripper debated about the racist undertone of Ryan Kennel's comments. Um, Ripper was like, is I didn't think he was being racist, and also this he they also debated on Ripper's disdain for Miles Morales as a character, saying that it was just a tokenized race swap. So many people say that Ripple won the debate. Many people say Lucas won the debate. I did see more people saying Ripple won the debate than Lucas because this is what these guys do. And this is something that I want to keep, I want some panel frequenters and content creators to keep in mind that there are actually YouTubers that built for this debate shit. And these are two that are on the screen because I watched some of their other stuff. I would say this: Lucas gets a bit more flustered, a lot faster than certain folks. But he can throw out some facts. Carlos Bailey says Super Nintendo was my first console. Weather says Ripper is a real one. It's a real one. Yeah, Ripper is a real one. I've listened to plenty of Ripper stuff. I listen to plenty of Lucas's stuff too. Eartha Kitt played Catwoman on an old Batman TV series, as well as Julie Newmar. Yeah. Oh yeah, the one with Adam West and Burt Ward. Ripper's libertarian, and so Lucas not seeing him. Street Fighter 2, where the blonde hair, blue eyed white man punches out the black man in the opening. You know what though? That is the first thing that I did notice because we were already at that point where we would see things in mainstream media like if a black guy was a goon in a movie where a white guy was starring in and he was like the fighter, like he's a fighting type like Steven Seagal or John Claude Van Damme. We always knew that the black guy was the one that was gonna get fucked up the worst. So, seeing that I still played the game, I was 15. So, but we already knew what was up. If we didn't own the, it was our first sense of if we didn't own the product, it was really nothing that we could say as far as our creative direction. Just go out and support a black creator or a black character that's actually worth a fuck. That's why I like Black Panther so much. Lucas probably wasn't conservative until 2016. Talking about with Trump's insert, he had the Trump's t-shirt on. Let God bless Trump. That is about 30th anniversary Street Fighter. Yeah, I got that one too. Yeah. So so let's get to what's been going on all week. Said the Bussy Spear can't handle facts and evidence. Let's talk. Carly Russell takes an L for black women. Manosphere Bussy cries over my roast. Oh, do people know what a roast is in 2023? I mean, just saying somebody's gay and somebody's bussy, that's not that's not funny. I mean, it may be funny to the simpler mind, but it's so basically he Googled pictures of black men crying and put them on thumbnails. Which many people believe is kind of funny. And they say, yeah, you just can't make this shit up. That nigga calls that a roast. Yeah, he calls that a roast. All right, here we go. Disagreement day. Black Bussy. Oh well. Divestors and Black Bussy Manosphere are destroying black people. How? 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 We don't. I don't see stream after stream after stream over here in our area, at least, that there's a bunch of black men that are encouraging black men to get white women. Go get you a white woman. The white woman is God. Shit like that. I've seen weirdos troll like that just to upset black people, and people would go for it. And I try when I see a person like that, I try to comment in a way that tries to try like, look, man, the optics, how it looks. Most of the time, them fuckers don't listen. So, oh, here we go. So this is the one that he got going on as we speak. So I'm not, if y'all want to go over there and check it out, that's fine. I'd much rather you guys stay over here and listen to this motherfucking channel. But this is the one he got going on right now. Uh, the title is "Divestors and Black Manosphere are the same thing." No, 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 that's not true. No, Black Manosphere, we don't have channels on Clubhouse plotting for black men to be killed by police officers. And like I said, we're not telling black men on a constant basis to go get them white women. I will always tell somebody to go where you're appreciated. I will always tell somebody don't let these old stupid motherfuckers dick police you. But no, Kev, you know whose talking points he's actually ripping off? Kid Organic. Organic has been saying this stuff for years, way before Lucas, and he makes better content. Yeah, you talking about old Don Mega? Most black men don't grow up in the suburbs, so our encounters with the women around us are completely different. Lucas has had that crying thumbnail rated immediately after he bounced. He came over for clicks and views, then it worked. How well does that work for him though? Think about it. Mm, the broadcast he ran that night, he topped out at 612 live viewers. Now, I'm not the one to sit here and try to rag or roast someone on their live viewers, but he does have a 400K subscriber count. He did have close to 500K, but when he flip flopped away from conservative, he lost a lot of subs. But facts, he still has a shit ton more subs than me. But he can't even get to 1K as far as his live viewership. He does numbers that Obsidian, Angry Man, um, I would even say Ramil, even though Ramil has disavowed the Black Manosphere completely. He still says the words Manosphere, but he's just going to be one of them. Um, BGS, even BGS does live viewership numbers like that. So for Lucas to have the number of people that he has in his sub base, he should be able to do 3, 4, 5,000 easily. Yeah. Yeah. It's like this dude said, AI, uh give me a picture of black men crying. I'll say something about I'll say something about this particular thumbnail right here. It's you understand the skin tone when you ask for an archetypal black man. It will never be a light skinned person. It'll always be a dark skinned person. Not saying that him being light skinned and this is some type of colorist attack on black men, but think about it. Whenever you think about a black person, what skin color are you coming up with in your head? That skin color right there. Hmm. Lucas had that crying thumbnail. Okay, I already read that. People that shame other men by saying that they ain't get any peace leave need to get their priorities straight because they are projecting. Yeah, I mean, that's the usual attack right there. You guys are just upset because you guys aren't getting any poontang. You're not regularly in sexual pleasure with women, so that's why you're frustrated. That's why you're complaining about women. And really, is for the data that these guys ask for, there's no data on that either. Omega broke down the gender war between black men and black women so flawlessly. He ethered every narrative in both spaces and didn't have to diss anyone by name. Well, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to debunk the talking points. And if you could do that and execute it well, then hey, because nothing can successfully argue with a fact, period. I don't care who you are, you cannot argue with a fact. And that's a fair thing to ask any content creator. Just debunk it. Use facts to debunk what I'm saying. And that's what's going to separate, the truth tellers and the people who are actually about facts over feelings from the people who are about feelings over facts. When you use words like bussy, it just seems like that you're more in your feelings than anything. Your execution is sloppy. What okay, let's break down this statement right here. Uh which I really hate to do because, I feel like people who use statements like in the thumbnail, their imaginations are far too fucking vivid. Black manosphere leads to bussy. So basically what he's saying is, if you claim to be a part of the black manosphere, or you listen or you take the advice of the black manosphere, it will eventually lead you to a man's asshole. Wait a minute, let me refresh that. A gay man's asshole. That's what he's saying. That's literally what he's saying. He's saying that whatever information that we're divulging is so hateful towards black women that is we're gay. Basically, we're angry and we're gay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what Bussy is. I am ashamed to know that, but I can't sit here and pretend like I don't know what these motherfuckers out here are talking about. Man, say we know. I've been around this space since 2014. I have yet to think a dude is attractive. Yeah, he's brother Kale, one versus a million. Salute to habitual line steppers. The irony, the irony, and Lucas is talking about Bussy for a week straight is that I would have guessed that's what type of time he was on. I mean, I mean, y'all couldn't be saying that because of his super articulate speech, huh? So a dude with zesty tendencies is calling dudes in this space gay. Yeah, they're not the same thing between them two. What up, Detroit 313? What up, Trail Bentley? This dude has been going at this for an entire week. I would have to say if all of us content creators within the space would add up our different subs, our sub base would still our collective sub base would still not equal to his. I would say with the exception of Angry Man. Angry Man actually has more subs than Lucas, but Angry Man is Angry Man. I don't know any heterosexual man who utters that word that much. I mean, you have to be careful as a heterosexual man how you use that type of terminology because people are going to automatically believe that this is the kind of shit that you're on. It's not just the speech, his mannerisms give me that vibe too. I could be wrong though. Wouldn't even be the first time. I mean, he's spoken like anti-social justice warrior type speech before, I would say. I remember he did this video on Darius McQuarrie, Eddie Winslow from Family Matters. He did a video about him and Sydney Starr. Now, Sydney Starr is the Transformer, and Darius McQuarrie was in a photo shoot and was getting very intimate with, Sydney Starr in a way that would suggest that, uh, Darius might be on that on that shit. So Lucas was very anti that, just to be fair. I mean, I know that we're not supposed to be giving Lucas an easy time just because his assault on the space or whatever, but I'm not trying to be this guy's friend. I'm not trying to be that way at all. In fact, I have this thing with bigger YouTubers. They think they're the shit. There's a level of narcissism that goes along with uh, bigger YouTubers. Mm. So, as a grown man, I would like to know what the fuck this guy's talking about. Who, who's the bussy? Who's the bussy? I mean, I know that with his 400K sub base, that he's probably not paying attention to me asking him this. But any grown man should. Any grown man should. I don't give a damn who you are. Just get these guys over here in this space are sissies. They should be able to ask that. Who you calling sissy? That's what men do. There's all these attempts to take men out of the conversation any way you can. I'm not even talking about like the shit with, talking about broads and shit, all that Captain Saber whole shit that you guys been doing lately. you know, shit, I thought it was 2023. I thought I thought it was 2023. I thought that, if you are to address people in a back and forth conversation, that you shouldn't punk out if you're a man and the person on the other side is a woman. I can't tell her. I can't comment on a woman because that's a woman right there. I was like, man, just go ahead and chop your balls off right now. But I do understand doing that shit ad nauseum. I don't expect anybody to change, but hey, due to certain situations out there, you can't just talk about me and I can't say anything about you. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? We're not in elementary school anymore. I don't care who the teacher's favorites are. Shit's ridiculous. If you respond to somebody saying something about you that is insulting, then the black community considers that crying. You're crying. I said some shit about you and you responded, you're crying. The fuck do y'all think this is? This could simply be just an exchange of words. Let me drop this link, see if anyone wants to come up. I'm not a real bombastic confrontational person, but sometimes you gotta just man said bussy. People thought that shit was funny. He came in he came in here and he called those guys bussy. It's like I bet you just hit y'all in the side every time that motherfucker said it too. Oh, how creative. How fucking creative. Him and Oh, I remember authentic alphas. I remember that shit, how that shit went down, and people were like, "Well, he was in the Black Manosphere, so the Black Manosphere is on that kind of stuff." They were saying it back then. Trail Bentley. I have never said that word out loud, and I don't even need a whole hand to count how many times I thought it without somebody else saying it first. LOL. Yeah, the reasons I've said it so many times in this broadcast is because of a point of reference. All I'm saying is this: if you think this is funny or something like this, you might be a little cheap. Doesn't take very much for you. Oh, ha 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 ha. Oh, Lucas, he has a six-figure subscriber count, and he called you guys bussy. Detroit 313 says Black Manosphere don't use the word of term like Naker or Dusty, or using an avatar of man that was hanging from a tree while a girl was swinging. Lucas is misinformed. Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this: there are more men out there that believe that we shouldn't pay attention to stuff like that than there are men that believe that we should pay attention to stuff like that. Most guys you would get into conversations with about Divested Zealots cover on her YouTube channel, they're not gonna care just for the sake of argument. The fact of the matter is these guys don't have an answer to that shit. We can't go around just saying, uh, I wish that was a hoe that was hanging from that tree instead of a black man. We can't just go around saying that shit. And I know that is unfair leverage, but hey, that's just the way it is. We got to learn new and improved ways to get around that shit. I mean, the insult train. If we haven't noticed, the insult train is gonna keep coming for black men. Sorry, is starting to go with the territory, and there are many that believe that we can do something about it. We could go out there, we could build, and we can gain a mountain of shit that we can pull from, and make our lives easier. So that's just what it is. Shoot. My thing is with his kind of speeches like this, you you can't ignore one side and then tell the other side that they are completely wrong. I say it from a realistic standpoint. I can't ask black men to shut up and then just keep, you know, rah rah shaking pom poms every time a dumb bitch says something, because that's how a lot of men are. We want that kind of approval and validation. We don't want to be called. We don't want to be labeled squares. We don't want to be labeled lames. We don't want to be labeled incels. You know, it is as difficult as it is for some of these guys to admit. This shit kind of like, okay, okay, enough with the incel shit, enough with the lame shit. You don't know me for real. but it's gonna happen anyway. So this is what's coming for this space. Trail Bentley said, "I hate to see online conversations with the term. It's conflating pussy with ass. Uh, if you like ass like that, that's you. I personally don't like going in shitty situations. No, that's some alphabet shit. He's throwing like it's a very feminine female attack. That's what it is. Is something that a chick would fling at you. It's something that a female would hit you with. You gay. You bussy, 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 bussy. Ugh. Mm. I'm gonna say, well, at least we're not talking about she who must not be named anymore. Hell, Saint and Center took care of that shit. That shit was funny as shit. But Saint and Center, he's one of those guys that are more so geared to do something like that. If y'all know what I mean. Not saying that some of us aren't qualified to carry out the same thing, but it doesn't seem so much like repetition when it comes from him. But he was pretty savage with it. I'll say that. Carlos Bailey, he got no smoke when these divestors are requesting to wipe all black men off the entire planet, but that's their message. Lucas is a straight up lame. Well, getting into whataboutisms probably is not going to be the right thing to do. I would say address him more so directly, like who the fuck you talking to? What the fuck is up with this bussy shit? Who like seriously, bruh, the 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 path in life that I'm taking right now is not going to lead me to a gay man's asshole. It's not. Kill all that fucking noise. The man said Darius wasn't aware that she was trans. No, for real. No, Sydney Star is quite famous around those parts. But it's you have these guys that will you have these guys, me too, that will claim that there's always a way you can tell who that is, so there are no accidents when it comes to that. And he was all over her or him or shim or you know so ain't no questions about that. Like from the way that Lucas reported it and from the clips he showed, like that every time somebody was around, they let you know exactly who that person was. That person was a TS. So there's no real excuse around that shit. And then the way the dude was talking when they did an interview, Darius McQuarrie was at a dinner with his mother. He was like, "Y'all trying to tell me who I can be friends with and who I don't have to be friends with? I'm trying to, I'm trying to change the world, make the world a better place, for for you and for everybody else while y'all complaining about who I should be friends with." I'm like, dude. I say, okay, that was enough for me. That was pretty definitive right there. To change the world. When they start talking about changing the world, what does that usually mean when you're dealing in that area? Nah, bro. Nope. Nope. Not at all. Darius McQuarrie, you do what Darius McQuarrie does. You know. Let me say, if you don't stop when it comes to bringing smoke to black men in general and the spear as well, yeah, some mistakes you can't afford to make, Los. Expect black women to use shaming, tactics, and ad hominem, but when black men do it, is just sad. We got to be better, man. All I'm saying is this: I'm not saying that you can't match up insults with insults. What I would say that when I watch a roast or something, I would at least like the roast to be funny. That's me. I would at least like the roast to be funny. Just as long as you can make me laugh, I feel as if it's a productive roast. Now, that may not be the same for you based on who you like and who you don't like. If you don't like for many of you guys, if you don't like the person being roasted, you're going to laugh anyway. And all I'm saying is that makes you look a little cheap. That's all. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and acknowledge that. No, man. I mean, I get that. I get that. You saying that. Make sure the labels don't apply to you. Great. You can do that all day. It's not gonna stop you from being labeled for sharing an opinion. Not especially not over here in this territory. The amazing doofus is indeed a lame. Well, he is a public figure. Man, say you guys feel good that Marquette getting your lick back on Cynthia G for you. Uh, Huh? Oh, so I mean, I know we all know his first name, but you're on a first name basis with him? Like that's your guy right there? Y'all cool? Y'all pound fists every time y'all see each other? I mean, that could be perceived as riding balls. I'll just say that, it just is it's been a lot of dick and ball riding this week. This amazing Lucas's balls probably got rolled by many of you guys, uh, 10 and 15 fucking times over, just for saying guys over here were bussy. That's all I'm saying. We just want to make sure that we don't look like we're a bunch of dick riders and ball lickers. Yeah, we just gotta be careful with that. Hey, Big Kev, what's going on, man? Well, once he gets his situation straight, I'm sure he'll have some stuff that he has to say. Whether it's like at least,
Hey, what's
oh, what up,
hey?
Kev?
How's it going, Kev? Oh, not much, man. Like I said, I actually got to get here to sleep earlier. I was just MOT's panel earlier, and it was very amusing, because he was talking about like the politics and whatnot. Again, I just didn't like how he just kept cutting me off. Like every time I tried to answer a question, he kept cutting me off. Cut off like, hold up, stop right there, stop right there. Like he just has to dominate the conversation. So,
Well,
but
he is the president. That's the president right there. Yeah,
exactly. The
motherfuckers.
president without an election, I don't know how that's supposed to work. I mean, isn't that technically a coup? Last time I checked,
Man, it's continue though. You said that he kept cutting you off, and that's what he's gonna do. But I'm gonna go ahead and say this: it it is MOT's platform. It is his YouTube channel.
Oh yeah,
So just like
yep.
with BGS saying to Lucas what he said,
Oh
and
yeah,
just like Lucas and the way he does people. Hey, when you have a YouTube channel, you can do that to folks. But
yep. I
you
understand.
what you're
Yeah,
doing,
that's why I wasn't. Yep.
but what you're doing is you're setting yourself up for people to go to other places and say that fat bastard is not letting me talk or anything. So the
Yeah.
baconator kept cutting me off, and
No. I'm not even unwritten on that. But I'm just like, okay, I just didn't like how the fact that he wants me, just like how you're letting me speak right now, okay, and letting me finish my thought and then respond. You know what I mean? Like, and this is a why I respect your platform. You know what I mean? Even if I disagree, I'm like, all right, cool. I respect the fact that you allow your guests to speak, and you only step into like if it gets out of hand, you know. Again, I just don't like how he tries to run his platform because again, it's more like he tries to bully people into agreeing with him. You know what I mean? Even BGS, you know, you can hate BGS's guts. At least if you're willing to respect his platform, he'll give you a chance to talk. You know, with MOT, he just wants to just dominate the conversation, you know, to and fro, you know, and it's just like it's frustrating because like, you know, that's why I think why he kept trying to avoid the debate with Tito on a neutral platform is because he knows that he wouldn't be allowed to do that. It would just be like, hey, listen, you know, an independent star fighter would just basically have to play ref, you know, hey, listen, let the man speak. But but yeah, but
what is a debate in this space currently?
well, I mean, listen, okay, the argument of detractors like MLT, the AM1, etc., you know, the SB crowd, their whole argument, I can pretty much boil down their argument to two of these things, okay? That number one is that, and I was about to say it to the MLT, you know what I mean, before I left. His argument is basically this, okay? The subtextual argument is this, okay? Somehow we will be air quotes more evolved if the space didn't exist. Like if we didn't point out the fuckery, if we didn't talk about how, you know, if we didn't point out the anti-black misandry or whatnot, we would somehow be quote unquote more evolved, you know. And another thing, you know, subtextual argument that's argued that somehow the epitome of quote unquote real manhood is basically doing community service or community work essentially for free. Now, I'm not saying the MOT specifically argues that, but I'm just saying that's like the underlying sentiment. You know, the underlying sentiment is that you can't do anything to make any changes, so you may as well stop talking about it. You know what I mean? And the problem with that is, again, it's like it's what did Bobby Hemmett say? One man's God is another man's devil. You know, this space gets shot on all the time, yet the very people who shit on the space are trying to co-opt a lot of the same points. You know, for example, like you know, going back to MOT, he shits on the space, but he calls himself the president of the so-called Black Manosphere, even though nobody voted him in. You know, a lot of these guys talk about.
Let me cut you down right there. Let me cut you down right
Okay,
there.
perfect.
Like, look, if I want to be a Scottish dictator on YouTube, then I can say I'm a fucking Scottish dictator. Doesn't make it true. So if he wants to entitle himself the president of the Black Manosphere, you know, he has every right to entitle himself. As far
Oh
as
yeah, not a problem. But I'm just saying.
as far
Hmm.
as me taking him seriously, you know, I'm gonna chuckle and be like, "Man, get the fuck out of here," and then I'm gonna keep going about my business.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's what I
I'm
just
gonna keep
find it
going about my
ironic.
business. Like I can't stop him from calling himself anything.
Listen,
Shit. I mean,
and
but you call me a monkey's uncle. That mean that shit's true. Like,
right. Well, listen. And then going back to what AM was in the chat talk about, you know, skills and resources. I mean, Tito pretty much eviscerated your argument. There's nothing wrong with the actual skills and resources. AM1. The problem is that when people such as you use it as like a magic pill, okay, or what you try to do is that essentially you're trying to say that every so-called black man that isn't actively on their Marty McFly stuff, and shout out to Marty McFly, by the way, shout out to that brother. Anybody who isn't actively doing their Marty McFly stuff at this very moment somehow is 100% deserving of like total disrespect. You know what I mean?
now, before this goes super left or anything, let me ask you
Right.
a question. I'm going to ask you guys this question, and I find the answers intriguing when I do. What is the purpose of this space that we recognize as the Black Manosphere? And all you can pretty much give me is your perceived viewpoint. So what's going on? What do you
Okay.
believe?
The purpose of the space is to raise awareness to other so-called black men and to basically be a central hub of debunking a lot of negative propaganda that is hoisted onto so-called black men in America. Okay, this is you know, and as I said on Mr. Z's channel earlier, you know, the reason why the space is so controversial is because it's precisely because it's not because most of these brothers are dumb, it's because they're not dumb. It's not because most of these brothers are broke, it's because they're not broke. It's not because most of these brothers are not sexually active, it's because they are. The space is a wide cross section of middle to upper middle class, politically moderate, um, average to above average intelligence having sexually active so-called black men between the ages of 20 and 60. And so because of that, Kev, and because we refuse to be tone police by tradcons, by women, by leftists, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, that's the problem. That's the reason why it's considered so controversial, because essentially you're getting a snapshot of the thoughts and feelings of the everyday so-called black man when they're unfiltered, when they're not being watered down and filtered through the media. You know what I mean? That's the reason why the space is so controversial. That's the reason why people who crap on the space adopt a lot of the same talking points and try to remix them and claim them as their own. So again, personally, I think that's the reason why the space is controversial. So, and that's what the purpose of the space is.
Yeah. Well, my view is straight to the point. The space is controversial because is a space that does say negative things, true or not, about black women. That's what it is. That's where the controversy is coming from. Now, the perceived purpose of the space is supposed to be helping black men. Now, with all of that you said, what I mean, you pointed out the problem. What would be how would you implement the solution? How would you say you would implement the
Well,
solution?
here's
What
here's
Because what I'm hearing is if we do enough to reverse the narratives that have been plaguing black men for so long, then that's gonna make said group like us.
No, I'm saying is that the reason the purpose of the space, the solution is for, as what Anderson said, is for brothers to operate in their own best interest without screwing each
Uh,
other over, basically. Um,
uh,
how can I put it like this, Kev? There is no one size fits all solution. There is no magic bullet. There is no magic wand. It's a combination of things. Like from my perspective, Kev, all options are on the table. If you want to stay here, fine. If you want to leave, fine. If you want to vote left, vote right, whatever. Just make sure they have something that's actually in your best interest. And I think the reason why that message is so controversial is because for the longest time, whether we lean right or lean left, most brothers are not used to advocating for their own self interest. So what happens is that anytime somebody does, ironically, the same so-called black people who try to argue for us doing better are the very same ones trying to basically uh, destroy the efforts to do so. Like how I keep pointing out, Kev, how most of the people who claim to be pro-black, hotep, feminists, etc., if you look at their backgrounds, these are people who spent the majority of their late teens, 20s, and early 30s either running the streets, promoting female supremacy, or chasing white validation, and they have nothing to show for it. So now, instead of simply accepting the fact that they took an L, what they want to do is they want to reinvent themselves as these moral authority figures that want to basically wag their finger down at working class so-called black men and tell us how we need to get our stuff together. When in reality, what I'm saying, they got more skeletons in their closet than us. You know, so that's why, for me, again, why I'm not about trying to tell every brother what they need to do, because again, there is no one size fits all solution. It's not about party loyalty. We don't need to all vote for one party or vote every single little thing and stuff like that. It's about having a variety of options and choosing the options that's for best of us, with respect to other brothers that are also striving to do better.
My mic low. Can you hear me? Okay.
yeah, chaos. We can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, we can hear
Why
you loud
is
and clear.
always
Yep.
Kev's mic so low? I don't know, man.
Can you guys hear me now?
A little bit. I don't know if you're not talking away from your phone, but if you use a phone, your phone needs like a bit.
Chaos.
Okay.
Chaos. We can hear him just fine.
All right, fine. Continue.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. What was I about to say? Hold on. Let me. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. 12:46. Yeah. I can only stay up here for about 10 more minutes. But yeah, Kev, that's what I think was the purpose of the spaces. And like you said, that's what you said about pointing out the negative behavior, or should I say, you don't even have to necessarily be pointing out the negative behavior. You can just simply not be
Here's what I say. A cautionary tale, for no matter where it comes from, is worth telling if it'll help the next person, whether it's a man or a woman. You can do that through news stories and separate instances. But to sit there and repeatedly talk about one thing, people are going to get tired of it. So I'm not saying that the conversations are useful or useless. I've had plenty of good conversations in this space with intelligent people, but what I'm trying to do is analyze where all this vitriol is actually coming from. What is the motivation? Is it a content strategy, or are we actually telling the truth? I would say so.
The
All right.
controversies, the controversy is from the fact that a lot of people are telling the truth, and it's not pretty. It's not. How can I put it to you like this? Hold on. Let me see if I can adjust my mic here. Hold on. Give me like 30 seconds.
And understand, folks, Big Kev is walking on a treadmill while he's doing all this, trying to stay in shape.
Okay.
Sorry,
Awesome.
just teasing you, Kev.
Awesome. How's it going?
I'm good, Rudolph. How you been?
Yeah, I've been good. Just this space never fails to never fails to excite. So
Let
are
me put it
you
this way: you got a lot of there's a lot of people in this space, supposedly who are not of the space, but try to come in this space, and they try to ruin the vibe of the dance floor by doing like some kind of variation of the Cabbage Patch, because they like to stir the pot, stir the pot, stir the pot, stir the pot.
Hey, can you guys hear me
You get what
now?
I'm saying? Yeah, I can hear you. Okay.
Okay, so can you guys hear me better now?
Yeah, we hear you
You
clear.
sound better. You sound perfect. Perfect.
Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, maybe it's just because I keep using Bluetooth headphones. These are like wired ones. Okay, perfect. So, but yeah, again, the reason why the space is what you're saying, Kev, I think it's all of those things. Content strategy. It's because a lot of us have been trained to see women as sacred cows. And so when somebody comes along and says, yeah, their shit stinks just as much as yours does, you know what I mean? They gotta wipe their ass too. They gotta piss and eat, sleep, fart, all that type of stuff. They be musty too, you know what I mean? Like they wear clothes just like you do, because that goes against the training that we've been taught. For a lot of guys, man, it's a sore spot, you know what I mean? So as Mr. Z talked about, we were told all this time that women can't be vindictive, or women don't have real self agency, and they're all overgrown children. When in reality, is that that's all a lie, So, but in regards to, like you said, is why the space gets so much pushback, it's because most of what these brothers are saying is pretty much accurate, and so a lot of detractors, they don't have a cogent rebuttal. So what they do is just say, you just need to shut up. Their basically argument is that we know what you're saying is true, just shut up. Everything will be better if you just shut up. And it's like, where's the evidence that these brothers shutting up has anything to do with any type of a positive correlation in regards to improving their relations in the so-called community? Like, show me the evidence that them shutting up has any positive effect. Because if anything, what we've seen from history is that the more so-called black men shut up, the more they just heap on the propaganda. Going back to AM was talking about skills and resources. I mean, look at somebody like the late A.G. Gaston.
well, I will say this. I will say this. There's nothing wrong with having content based around how to go get those skills and resources. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I welcome content like that to tell black men how to go get it and become the best versions of ourselves. I will always support that. I will. But I will say this: you have to make it attractive to people, or whoop de doo. I mean, I'm not saying that talking about skills and resources is bad. That's a stupid fucking misconception of any message that I tried to deliver as a
Right.
content creator on this platform.
Most of
But
these, right.
but
Most of these brothers are a middle class anyway, so they're actually living the quote unquote skills and resources argument. I mean, statistically speaking, most black
I
men
mean,
that are
but
working are
we
middle
have to,
class.
but we can't continue to. I mean, we can't continue to act like that's a bad thing, though. I get it. I get having skills and resources. I'll say that. But these are conversations. We've always had these conversations. I don't see why bringing these conversations to a what's so wrong with bringing these conversations to a platform such as this.
There's
I
nothing
think
wrong
it's
with it. It's
because
just that
There's
I'm sorry, Neymar.
Oh, go ahead, Kevin.
Okay. Oh yeah. There's nothing wrong with the
You want to go ahead, or do you want?
There's nothing wrong, Kev, with the conversations. The problem is that whenever these conversations are brought up, the same people who detract from the space magically disappear. Like the same people who talk about you're not talking about skills and resources argument are like literally never there when people are talking about economics. You could be talking about stuff like how to get your like insurance license, how to get a CDL license. I mean, you literally saw Tito get his CDL license to drive a truck. You know what I mean? And run his own clothing store and stuff like that. It's not that these, and then you see guys like Charles Faulkner Jr. He had the Black Lion security firm. You know what I'm saying? He's helping out a lot of younger brothers, get their like security license and stuff like that. It's not that these brothers are against it. It's just that, again, it's about tone policing. They want so-called brothers in this space to shut up completely.
But what I'm trying to say is, do we have to listen to motherfuckers like that? We just,
Oh, hell no.
I mean,
No.
I mean, we gonna have. Go ahead.
Well, I want to say was like, think about this way. I mean, another example we can give, like Kev mentioned, when I would mention is Alonzo Hall, the All-Star advisor, because he's trying to, he's trying to explain to people the importance of having investments and insurance, understand how to be financially literate. Not that many people talk about that stuff. And when you try to talk to certain people, some people, they talk a good game, but there's no substance to their arguments. And not to mention, some people, when you talk about the skills and resources things, they don't show up because they know where their strengths are, where their weaknesses are. And most
because there's no fuckery. Because there's no fuckery.
Yes.
Okay.
We're talking about dysfunctional human beings who are here just to antagonize. It's trolling behavior, basically. That's all they are. They're here to troll. They're here to harass. They're here to antagonize. I mean, like the original argument we had at the beginning regarding, a certain, the amazing doofus, as Charles Faulkner refers to him, some of the BGS's channel and just a chat to antagonize. There was no empathy. There was no consideration for other people's perspectives. It was shut up and let me talk. I know better than you. He was trying, in a way, trying to sun the old man. When you think about it.
How was he going to get into the circle, though? If he tried. That's what he was trying to do.
Hey, what's up, Rogish?
I hear you.
What
yeah,
man.
Rogish, everybody's favorite lovable a-hole.
Yeah. I'm trying to pivot, in the words of the Grammar Muse.
No, you can't pivot out of being an asshole. Some of us are dicks, some of us are assholes for a reason.
Lucas' nickname from now on is Mr. Butthurt.
I think it's more than that, man. The thing is, he can't even get relevant with this. He got an issue. He done pretty much lost all his relevance because he tried to tie himself to Trump the way he did. He should have just probably went like the sovereign route or something like that. He could have still been connected to them pilgrims like that. Yeah, he's trying hard. So, but he also is confirming the efficacy of the space. So, it seems like the Black Manosphere has become the space to hate for everybody, and not just hate in the aspect of disagreement or anything like that. Space is definitely becoming a power. And that's what draws motherfuckers. Excuse me. Damn, I'm trying not to curse. That's what draws cats like that.
You saying what draws them is because you're saying what? Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, brother Kev?
Peace.
Hey, what up, man?
Yo, so you're saying what has drawn them to come in and spread their little hatred of the Manosphere, you know what I mean, and all that, like MOT and Lucas. So you're saying it's due to because the Black Manosphere has gone mainstream, and because it's such a spotlight on it, so they got to come in and get into the spotlight and then spread their hatred towards it.
Well, not even just mainstream, because let's say, okay, the Black Manosphere is definitely mainstream, but the Black manosphere talking points are even at a higher click of being mainstream. So you don't really need to participate in the space to participate. You know what I'm saying? Because people are already grifting like a mug, taking the talking points and able to, you know what I'm saying, create things off of it, right? Why ain't he doing that? He already got a 400 plus subscriber base count. You know what I'm talking about? He pretty much can be, you know, his own vibe unto himself if you want to. This motherfucker played
Saying
out.
that with that, what you're saying is with that many subs, he could sell it any kind of way. I mean, you know, you got enough people on your sub base to be able to find some people that is gonna roll with your cause. But what I wanted to do is show you guys this, and I want to know how exactly do you respond to the language, and try not to cherry pick. Like just kind of listen to all of it, get a full picture of it, and just tell me what you think. I mean,
Okay.
it's very visceral, but hey, you know, we understand what we've gotten ourselves into when we call ourselves a spear. So,
Okay.
all right. Let me play this.
What I'm not going to do is say all black women or a majority of black women are trash. No pimping. That is a you problem. And these goofy Negroes within the community are causing a divide. Because if you're a black woman and you hear a whole bunch of black men on a panel, most of them with no fucking faces, right? Just random niggas on the internet talking shit about black women, how does that make you feel as a black woman? I would imagine the same fucking way it would make a black man feel when you see a whole bunch of black women talking shit about black men. Does Cynthia G make you niggas feel good? Huh? Does she make you feel good? Does that strengthen yourself as a black man and want to get out and actually do some shit for the community? Do some shit for the group?
So Cynthia G is a motivational speaker. But how do you respond?
I didn't know
to
she was
something
on
like
tour.
that?
Easy. I'd say, first of all, Lucas, were you thinking about the quote unquote community when you were dick riding Trump? No, you weren't. And this is what I'm saying. Guys like him are what I'm talking about when I say most of these people claiming to be pro-black, hotep, feminist, etc., tradcon, preacher, whatever. These are people who spent their late teens, 20s, and early 30s either in the streets, promoting female supremacy or chasing white validation. They have nothing to show for it, and now they want to reinvent themselves as these arrogant moral authority figures. You know, oh, I'm here to lead because you Negroes don't know what to do with yourselves. And I'm like, no. The problem, listen, if you look at the empirical evidence, is this. The problem is not that most of these so-called black men are these mouth-talking misogynists, or that they hate being fathers, or they're allergic to working a job or stuff like that. No, the problem is that y'all motherfuckers trying to air quotes tell them what to do are getting in the fucking way. Okay, the people trying to silence these brothers, the people who try to call themselves trying to reinterpret what we're saying, they're the people getting in the fucking way.
But wait a minute, people are going to get in the way. Heavy is the head or wear the crown. So let's receive this clown ass, this unfunny clown ass motherfucker in a way how he presenting. Shout out to D-Rock Den. Notice that he used the term pimping. This motherfucker ain't never talk like that, right? The way that he making his stance is almost like he's kind of parallel himself off of Gorgeous Dre. And that's pimping. Okay. The fact that he calls, you know what I'm saying, cast into an accountability almost Umar style. It's like, all right, you know, he's not doing nothing that, you know what I'm saying, we haven't heard before. But the thing is, we haven't heard it from him. So he just latched on to an algorithm that's catching. Obviously, you know, motherfuckers can make some good money on the whole nigga algorithm. You know what I mean? And then now he using Tariq shit too. So if you think about it, he had all the tools that he need in order to reinvent himself as this new hybrid, so-called pro-black, whatever. Anybody can be pro-black now. So I bet that motherfucker ain't a supremacist though. Holler at me now, Luke. Take your ass to the dark side, bitch.
I say it like this. If I may. All right.
Go ahead.
Okay. What I want to look at is like Kev, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, here. You remember a certain individual? Yeah. Okay, Kev. You remember a certain individual used to say facts over feelings? Of course, Mr. Z would say have that quote called "fuck your facts." Well, unfortunately, there's a flip side to that coin. I've talked about how facts over feelings and feelings over facts are two sides of the same coin. And this individual is such an individual, because anything you tell him that debunks his nonsense, he's going to just engage in cognitive dissonance. He's going to dismiss his fake news, this, that, and the third, and anything he tries to, and anytime he spits facts, even if it's falsehoods, half truths, whatnot, he's going to think he's on some genius shit. There's a level of disillusion, there's a level of delusion involved. And in a sense, he's kind of like an ideologue without an ideology. He's just latching on something to believe in. I mean, look at this face. The way he's talking, the way he's expressing himself and everything. That lets you know he's faking the funk. There is something here. He is trying to latch onto anything and everything, just to get traction, just to get an identity. He just completely lost it. And of course, there's a lot of people who it's like the whole thing about the Matrix. Like when Morpheus told Neo, there's some people you don't want to, who are not ready to be unhooked from the system. This is one of those guys. This guy's basically Cypher.
I just want to punch him. Just pump
I
him.
know, but it ain't worth it. Punching him is not going to do anything.
I want to punch.
It's just going to make him further his resolve. The best thing to do is just to leave him be. Let him destroy himself, because he looks like he's on the verge of self-destruction. Anyway.
Oh, this is definitely a sign of that. This is all desperation. He's trying to belong somewhere, and he don't have anywhere to belong.
That's just what I said. And thank you, Bogus.
Yeah.
I can make this motherfucker laugh. That's a good thing.
So now he chose to go to the Strad camp.
I mean, he gonna make some moves.
If it don't work there, he'll go someplace else. So we're just gonna have to leave him be, let him destroy himself. I mean, like you said, Kev, this dude's a chameleon in one way or another.
Okay, let me continue with this. I want y'all to hear some of this. I mean, how like I'm saying, how would you respond to what he's saying?
All right.
It doesn't make you feel like shit, especially when she weaponizes bullshit's data without contextualizing it. You're doing the same goddamn thing, you fucking goofies, you goddamn clowns. Do you not understand that? You talking about, bro, it got me so heated and I kept cool, right? Because he said some stupid, goofy shit talking about, well, because I asked for the data. I was like, where's the data? Well, if I got the data, because black women are the least to get married and the first to get divorced. Now, what I was going to say, and the nigga wouldn't let me say it, is that we have to contextualize that data, because we went over that data today. Not today, but we went over that data in stream. So I'm very familiar with that data. You want to know why I'm familiar with that data? Because that's a fucking white supremacist, white nationalist talking point. That's why I'm familiar with that data. The same fucking talking points that they try to use the FBI data to vilify black men. So I'm very familiar with those fucking talking points. And we have these fucking Sambos, these fucking betas within the community.
Pause it.
Who are using white.
You hear all that Tariq in him? Do y'all hear it? Y'all hear all
I
that?
hear it. I hear a whole lot more because
and it's more.
I hear more than just that.
It's more
because, like what I said earlier, facts over feelings, feelings over facts. Look at how look at him. He's engaging in mental gymnastics. Unfortunately, the judges ruled 5.5. Not a 9 on that one.
Pimping. What's the other goofy? He ain't never used these terms like that. In such terms, fuck out of here. This nigga been studying.
And plus, I mean, like, my dude, the data is in their content, bro. You know what I mean? That's all you gotta do. You know what I mean? It's all through their content. They got thousands of hours of all this. So why would they need to prove something to you? You know what I mean? Like, you're Like, come on, man. It's just
Whether you or lie, he is a total torso. He's a fucking bloody torso. He is. In it. That's what they sound like, mate.
Hey, Logan, Mike, you go wrong. You go wrong.
That's what I would say. That's what I would say to him. And I'm like, and plus, right now you're playing a move like a lot of dudes do, in which case you guys need to be put on blast for y'all bullshit and fuckery and y'all anti-brotherhood. You know, because what you're doing is detrimental really to yourself and making yourself look stupid.
Yeah.
Because right now you're slick placating to the Strad clan, you know what I mean, which is not cool. So which makes for any man in their right mind to not want to mess with you. Yeah.
He's a dashboard. I hope you get some help, bro.
Just stay clear.
Hope you get some help.
You know what? I think what we should do. We should take the route of Magic Johnson. Because you remember whenever somebody was talking trash to Magic, what would he do? What would he just do?
Smile or some shit.
Exactly. Yes, just smile. Look at it.
Yeah.
You're too funny, man. Just walk away.
And plus, too, the long history of black women shitting on man, emasculating man. Come on, man, stop it.
Right.
You know what? I like it. I like that. You know what's important here? He brings up, like I said, about facts over feelings, feelings over facts. But the facts is just disingenuous because he cherry picks and doing like a false equivalency, comparing us to Cynthia G. He brings up Cynthia G in a very intellectually dishonest way and tries to make a false equivalency right there between what we're saying, what guys like DJF and by saying, and what she's saying.
Well, he spends all his tokens. The
true.
thing is, it's like he's talking in total talking points and space context. It's like he's trying. This is the you know what I mean?
He's reaching. He's clutching at straw.
Well, yeah, he's reaching, but the sad part is he can't tell that it looks like an effort.
Well, let me put it this way:
this doesn't come off as if he's sharing information. Like if this what he was going to say on BGS's shit, it's like, all right, nigga, you been studying or something, motherfucker, to join the conversation. Shut the fuck up and listen if you need to do that. But nah, you go in there and spend every goddamn talking point.
Yeah. Notice. Look at it first. Notice.
I will say this. If we are about data and facts over in this space, we should have been ready for this. We should be ready for any and all takers.
Mm-hmm.
If we are who we say we are, if we want to be revered as such, anybody that comes over here with this shit, we should be prepared for. Period. We've had dozens and dozens and dozens of these conversations. The thing that I would suggest to anyone who doesn't like the information being told is to debunk it and debunk it factually.
Sure.
And Lucas is no different than anyone else. You know, debunk it factually. That's what I used to tell people. That's what I used to tell people. This is what I used to tell people who used to complain about Tommy. If you feel that way about Tommy, debunk him factually. That way he can't say anything. You have to do the same with Lucas.
And
so what's going on?
Yeah, and there's been those that have, debunked Tommy on, a lot of notes. But this dude is definitely deranged. You know what I mean?
Effort, man.
This is like his. This is like his sacrifice of his manhood that he's given to the female's altar.
God,
go ahead.
Dang. All right.
Anybody backstage that's.
I mean, the way I see it, it's like, just look. When did he start growing out that beard? Is my question.
When you started watching Gorgeous Ray?
Yeah. So that tells you something. He's trying to reinvent himself. It's like, how everybody's like sporting beards because
he's still young.
You trying to play it?
Yeah, but look, not to mention, like I said, the way he's talking, you wonder. You got to look at him and say, "Wonder, does he got any pimples on his back? Does he have any back knee?"
Well,
He
look, it
look
don't
like
matter.
he having a rage right now.
It don't matter if he's juicing or not. The issue, the issue is that the turn that he's making it doesn't appear to be genuine because he's moving into a popularized aspect of so-called pro-blackness. You know what I'm saying? Pop culture media popularized aspect of pro-blackness. You know what I'm saying?
He's following the trend. He's just following the trends, man. He's just following the trends.
That's it.
It's like so many of these.
But this shows you how desperate this cat is, cuz that's desperate. If you're going to do that, I mean, you can't look. This is the thing. I can understand him being a conservative, and I can understand him turning let's say black nationalists or whatever at the extreme. That has a certain, you know what I'm saying, like character, intent, and tone and presence to it. You know what I'm saying? When one operates like that, he don't understand how fresh he is to it to the point to where people could easily judge you. But this also showed maybe he knows about it and don't care and just pushing it, or maybe he already eaten. You know what I'm saying?
It's dudes like this, man. It makes it hard for there to be a strong brotherhood to be established.
How? Make it hard? How? This what? Wait, say that again. He don't make shit hard. What you say?
He makes it. He makes it hard. Yeah, because when those dudes come, they will come, you know, cloak and veil, whatever, till they do shit like this and show their true colors. Then they got to be exiled.
No, he exiling himself right now. Look, this is the thing. You give a motherfucker all the length that they want.
Give him the rope.
Yeah,
give him all the rope he needs.
He does not resonate as authentic in what he's saying to no one. It don't matter if he got people who support him or whatever. They're lying to themselves. It'd be different. Look, if this motherfucker could really give off something convincing, all right, don't hate the player, play the game. You know what I'm saying? But nah, he motherfucker faker than the $3 bill.
Yep, sure
here's
enough.
The point, Rogish. Here's the thing, Rogish. It's all about getting that attention. He's
Get the fuck out of here. Don't no man need no motherfucking attention like that. That he wrestling, cuz.
But it's clickbait shit. Oh, that's what I'm trying to say. Clickbait.
Okay, well then, look, okay. There are a lot of suckers in the world, right? He did get his base started off as the whole conservative thing, so we know largely his subscriber space is probably pilgrims and everything, right? Or those who are anti-black.
I think Kev trying to play it.
No. I was looking for a certain spot.
Oh, okay.
So the thing is, he's going to get some support. You can't never block that. It's just that what he's standing on. If he gets support, he basically put this together as an AI would. If you told ChatGPT put together a newly formed black nationalist, whatever, it's going to go and see what the most popular things are. Black, and all this. It's going to piece itself together with the facets.
Black. I remember that clip.
So this is basically. I mean, this is where he at with it. Homie, desperate, man.
Desperate. Okay, does it sound desperate right here? Hold on one second. Let me play it.
An avatar, bro. I put my real face out here because everything I say, I believe 100 motherfucking %.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all.
Now, I endorse the use of avatars because niggas, like, if they don't like something you say, they will call your job, they will dox you, they will harass your family. I recommend the use of avatars. Anybody on talk radio, you don't know what that motherfucker look like for real. Unless you see them, smiling at the goddamn hot dog eating contest or some shit like that. But
motherfucker come by my crib, they're gonna meet the gauge.
I mean, that's the thing. You can look me up, you want to, so it's all good. Y'all see my face on that?
Lucas is a professional YouTuber. He's a professional YouTuber.
Yeah.
So he's a public figure at this point. So That's
Yeah,
why he shows his face.
but even so, the fact that he's standing on that square like that, and he's supposed to enter this. He okay. So he went to BGS's channel. He wasn't. It wasn't the first time there. Probably the first time. The first time participating. But you can tell it's definitely probably been in the clouds or whatever. Right. He understands how the space gets down with etiquette. As far as it goes with anonymity and all that, right? If that's the case, he would be able to listen to the logic that the brother is building with, and like, all right, that's what we focus on. You know what I'm saying? Look, he's trying, man. He's putting forth some kind of effort, and it's a poor effort. Luke, what you doing, man? You're supposed to be better than this. What happened to the whites? Hey, Luke, what happened to the whites?
Yeah, let me continue.
Fucking goofy ass fucking Simpson avatars and shit like that. In this nigga, y'all want to talk about my hairline? Ain't no fucking way y'all can say not a goddamn thing about my shit. I was born with my shit, nigga. I believe his
Born with
shit
that vocal tone too, nigga.
and went all the way back. My shit, I was born with mine. Okay, I was born this way, nigga. I got baby pictures to prove it, okay? I've always had this forehead, all right? Me and my forehead are best buddies. Isn't that right, nigga? That's right. That shit's artificial.
Is you light skin?
You
Huh?
Is you light
Just say
skin?
something about
High yellow, son? No, Lucas. Is you like high yellow, light skin?
light skin.
Or is it just a,
like he was light skinned explaining when that thing with Keith Palmer happened. Like, he said that light skin took a L with this guy.
Hey,
Yeah,
Indigo Flow, he's not mad. This is him turning up intensity. He's trying to be intense. This is fucking hilarious. Black power, motherfucker.
hell of a way to spend your Sunday evening, huh, Roby?
Nigga, I'm supposed to be asleep because I was at work all day today. But this feeding me.
You got work
That's
in the
right.
morning?
Nah, in the evening. Manager.
Oh, you a night shift? Okay, you're gonna be night shift like the Commodores, right?
Okay, so let me ask y'all a question, and because some of us do take this Black Manosphere stuff personally.
Oh, Lord knows I do, brother. Boy.
Do y'all believe that the upper tier, I would say, Black Manosphere, or people who try to use the Black Manosphere as some type of brand to throw out some type of notoriety, do y'all think they care about this shit happening right here? Because it sure is funny that a lot of these upper Black Manosphere guys hadn't said a damn thing. I mean, what I'm saying is that it seems to me like we're always left to take all the bullets. Don't y'all feel a sense of that sometimes?
Well, that's when you're speaking of the whole element of upper. To me, is I mean, I recognize saying hierarchy, but the thing is, for the space to be what it is, and it to be an assumed one as opposed to a structured one by this point, you know what I'm saying? I'm Batman in the Justice League. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a part-timer. I'm rocking this whole, but I'm still a part-timer because you feel me? Oh, it got to be a little more structured,
all these because I see all these Black Manosphere tributes and Black Manosphere this and Black Manosphere that, and these kinds of statements are usually made when you have somebody like that is of notoriety mentioning the Black Manosphere, like a Jason Whitlock or something. And then these people, then people, they come up with these fantastical speeches about the space this and the space that. But whenever the space starts receiving the shit end of the deal, it just seems like that some people are just kind of firing back more than others are.
Well, some people can actually feed off the glow of the space and not really, you know what I'm saying, not really participate themselves in the whole, inner workings of it. The thing is, y'all don't understand. Y'all really don't understand what the space really is because y'all ain't defined it. Y'all attempted to define it, but y'all tried to define it by y'all standards. Y'all also got to define the space by the standards of everyone who also is encountering it. Now they might say something negative right off the bat. Oh, they blah 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 blah. But these motherfuckers don't stop coming. It'll be, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't that a trip? Like, you know, if you detest something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why would you be involved? Why would you want to hear it? You know what I mean? Like, there's multitude, like multitude of brothers have said this already. Like, you know, that there's multitudes of other channels that you can go to.
Shit,
You know,
nigga, YouTube is a fucking
like,
universe, cuz.
why not go to the white manosphere and spread your hate on what the hell they're talking about?
But they can't do it like me. Cause they can't do it like me. Fuck out of here, cuz. Look, y'all better pop y'all collar, man. Y'all be too humble up in this house.
Well,
If
I
choosing
mean,
is
it's
choosing,
like
choosing ain't
that.
always
It's
gonna
here.
be choosing ain't always gonna be no positive things. You might get a
It-
stank bitch that choose.
it's here. That's the point I'm making with this broadcast is that it's here. It's not going to be why didn't he go to the white manosphere? Why
Yeah.
didn't he go to Cynthia G? Why didn't he go to the divestors? The motherfucker is here.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we going to do about this type of presence here? Are we just going to sit up there with our thumbs up our asses?
Oh
Are we
no.
gonna, or are we
Hell
gonna
no.
win this? Or
Hell
are
no.
we
Yeah.
gonna win this?
No,
Are we
no,
gonna
he,
win it?
Yeah, we're gonna win it and stomple over bastards like him, you know, like
no,
the scum
this is a
insects that they
forever
are.
roast. No, this motherfucker ain't no scum insect. No, this motherfucker look, he is the most sad case, the most sad fresh case to enter the space, man. So what you do is when they put himself out there, all right, he's the key example. He's got to be he's a
in the
new
rope.
level of what? He's a new level of simp. He's a new level of blue pill. He's a new he's a new level. I guess he might
Just
be red
give
pill.
him the rope.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You give him the rope, but he's also going to bring some element of draw to him as well. So it's like, look, if he eat, then we need to eat. But if he done, I mean, if it's big bank take little bank, you can't stop him, right? And it ain't about stopping him. He's already exposed himself to be a fraud. So if anything, get some popcorn, you know what I'm saying, and watch like Michael in the motherfucking theater, cuz kick your feet up. This motherfucker is not going to, you know what I'm saying, like get a research.
Just don't turn into a werewolf in the mid scene, will you?
Feel me? This is crash and burn, man. This is totally crash and burn because every time he speaks, y'all don't see the repetitiveness. Like he's trying to convince himself as he's doing.
Yeah. I see that. Yep, you're right.
Well, let me
This
say
is
this.
basically, Kev, look at it this way. I mean, as an older cat, you remember the movie War Games?
Yeah, I remember.
What was what was that one in that one scene? What did the computer Joshua say? That one important line.
Yeah, refresh
Strange
me.
game, Professor Falcon. Strange game, Professor Falcon. The only winning move is not to play.
Oh, okay, yeah, that one.
Oh no.
So
This
I'm
motherfucker
figuring, and
put
some
his
of the
ass
older
out there,
cats here,
though.
they
No.
hear him, but they can see right through him. So they're like, he's
But
gonna
that's the
burn
thing.
himself out.
If he's so transparent and if he's putting himself out there, then
Transparent, he's invisible.
I'm a blow on the fire, cuz for real. All right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You want?
Dude, he see through like a Ziploc bag. What are you talking about?
Yes, he is. So the thing is, he has the energy to keep putting himself out there like this. So he's going to make himself
Yeah.
a living fucking case study.
Hey, Rogus, you got nachos? I hate popcorn. You got some nachos with you? Or
Nah, I
Doritos?
ain't got no nachos. Nachos the best though. Shout out
Hang on, let me go get one.
shout out
I'm
to
gonna
5
go
layer
get some. I'm about
nachos.
to sit right here, just watch this over here. You know,
Homemade
we're gonna just sit back and watch.
guacamole.
You got yeah. I'm gonna go get my got my own recipe. That's cool. This shit funny. This good shit gonna be funny.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so where you think he's gonna strike next? You think he's gonna go back to BGS?
Oh no. Well,
You think it's gonna be a continued campaign on his channel? like the attempt he made with Coach Greg Adams.
Well, I think he's going to find a flock, to bandwidth, with other manosphere haters,
and he's definitely going to connect with some cats in the space because there are BGS haters in the space, and he first started off on some fuck you BGS shit. So, I mean, those cats are around. So, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely probably going to make some allies. And if y'all ally with this motherfucker.
I don't know. It's just, for me, it's just weird that he's here at all.
Well, use him as a litmus test, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's just weird that he's here at all. I mean, with someone who has the capability to grow to 1 million if he wanted to.
Yeah, but he can't on his content now. You got to understand something. His style of content is saturated all over the net. Saturated. Okay. If he wants to make himself relevant, he's going to have to compete with a lot of people when it comes to that. And he ain't got that. Right. So, all right. He's going to try to play this black shit. And so, you know what I'm saying? You're like, okay, let me turn up my blackness. I'm gonna guess it's in there somewhere, right? So, okay, it is what it is. He already got 400 plus, you know what I'm saying, subscribers, whatever. If all 400 ain't finna rock with him when he make this new pivot, at least 100,000 are gonna rock with him, and that puts him in. And again, that's a ease of diving into those algorithms that are already about the bullet points that he studies. And are attempting to apply as his character. Oh, get your Mark ass out of here, cuz.
Yeah.
This is sad though. It's more sad than anything, for real.
That's why the Bible said with people like this, you got to knock the dust off your feet of them, you know what I mean, and keep on chucking shit, and then rising up to greatness, you know what I mean. So these people ain't gonna stop it. So therefore, they're not gonna stop us. They're not gonna stop us because these dumbass bras keep putting themselves online, showing their fuckery.
I mean, well, no, but they don't. You can't stop that because they know what they're doing. They putting the pussy on the chain wax. If
man, come on, man.
That's what they do. Yo, that's a great phrase. I'm gonna use that for
pussy on the chain wax.
Pussy on the chain wax, man. And so, but the thing is, they ain't being called hoes, and the society ain't labeling them as hoes no more. That's the only issue. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's say they all want, you know what I'm saying, fight with that monkey from time to time, you know what I'm saying? And they don't just want to put on the chain wax. They want somebody to come play with it, touch a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Well, you're not supposed to do that to the community. And everything most of the things about them is about expressing that to the community. All right, well, that's a hoe who ain't being interacted with as if she's a hoe. So, you know what I'm saying? How long until she's brainwashed into believing that she's just a regular woman? Maybe even a lady. The fuck? Maybe a queen. Oh shit.
So, how much of this space? Okay, let's talk about a gripe with this space. How much of this space do you guys believe actually does nothing but focus on talking about black women, females, hoe culture? How much of it? How much of the dialogue? How much of the rhetoric? Because what I was trying to say earlier is that Lucas has the same typical ass knee jerk reaction when he comes to spaces such as these. Is the same, oh my God, all they do is talk about black women. Okay. So how much of that, how much of our rhetoric in the space actually deals with female behavior?
I wouldn't say you could put a percentage to it. I would say that is okay. I look at this shit like schools, you know what I'm saying? Different classes and everything. So, in college, you got courses, right? You go different places for different courses. Well, what's the side one class for speaking of a specific context, the entirety of why it's there? The thing is, we're going to talk about black women. You know what I'm saying? There are compliment. So you know what I mean. It is what and we can say socially and culturally. You know what I mean, to a degree. But everybody got their woman, right? And they who we was over here with came through the shit with. So you know, some of us is going to have some attachments that's a lot stronger than others. Some, you know, so everybody going through some type of shit. Most folks, most brothers, if they are in a relationship, it's with a black woman, right? So why when you talk about black women, it's how we talk about black women that should matter. And the issue is that the manner in which we are accused of speaking of black women is in a bashing, a 100% bashing thing, as opposed to analysis. You know what I'm saying? Flashing mirrors to her, observations. I mean, the fact that we grew up with them, lived. You know what I'm saying? We lived together. How the fuck we ain't gonna know? You feel me?
I'll say all of it's necessary.
Well, of course it's all necessary, but the fact that that's the only thing that they focus on, like that's all the classes in the space.
No matter what,
the University of the Black Manosphere.
If you want to know about tech shit,
that's the only. Is that the only class that they are aware that we have, or is that the only one that they go to?
I mean, well, yeah, that too. But thing is, like I said, man, if you want to know about tech shit, there's channels for that.
Yes.
Don't try to force Kev, black man being brutally honest, to talk about tech shit. You know what I mean? When he didn't base his channel off of that. There's channels, there's dudes, there's people that created their own foundation, you know, of their shows to be based off of stuff like related to tech, comic stuff, whatever, like, you know, comic book stuff like Marvel and all that shit. You know what I mean?
There are lanes for government. There are lanes for tech. There are lanes for global politics. There are lanes for gaming. There are lanes for fitness. You know what I'm saying?
That's like me going over to Rob from Comics Explained and telling him, "Hey, bro, how come you ain't talking about politics, man? Everything that's going on now. Come on, man."
Well, no. But the thing is, though, why go to the class that you disagree with? I can look. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got you exactly. Yeah.
That's the issue. And then they say, "Well, we don't like the way that y'all talk. We don't like the way that y'all talk about." And it's like, all right, well, look, you might listen first. And look, Lucas, if you're listening, that's how I entered the space, right? Contending BGS, okay? I was judging these cats off of day one when your ass was first starting on YouTube, and the Black Manosphere, well, you know what I'm saying, 1.0 was rocking. I was, you know what I'm saying, judging these cats then. But I had to take, but you know what I'm saying, but then I took a listen. And you know what made me take a listen? Hearing, I said brother was angry or whatever, but just like you, I hear your pain, cuz I heard the pain of these brothers. It wasn't that he was bashing black women. The Black Manosphere was not bashing black women. You couldn't have accused the Black Manosphere of being, you know what I'm saying, black women bashers in its early days. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably can't now because, you know, whatever, y'all hear what you hear. But back then, no, they were talking about relationships, not just, oh, we having a problem dating. No, people was talking about relationships. People was talking about families. People was talking about going through it with the system and all that, right? And if you gave an empathetic ear and understood that, all right, well, this is a brother who needs to be heard about this. And then you hear that, oh, that's another brother. And you see all these similarities. Then now it's not so much about how they say it. It's about that, wow, there's a parallel with all these brothers in all these different cities, states, countries, nigga.
And remember, Roguish, too, man, real talk. This space is needed because in this, man, what we teach keeps brothers from jumping off that edge. Like, some men have been, like, as you already know, like the Green Rangers, salute, rest in peace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, man, just think, man, if all those men, especially the black men too, that took their baby mamas out, you know, along with themselves and left their kids as orphans, man, you know, those stories. Come on now.
Yeah.
What if they got a hold of this man shit right here, and
This
then
space
arise?
is about nothing but progression in every area of your life as a black man. That's all
to
it's
rise
about.
up to that greatness with your chest down, your chin up, down, and saying, "No, I'm not gonna let no man or no bitch get me down and take me under," because that's the hell. That's what these people want you to do. They want you to take yourself out.
No. What they want to do is take your place, because this is what keep drawing them here. The thing is, no one is talking about reality in the way that the Black Manosphere was. Now they're trying to. They're doing so in the whole relationship thing, but obviously he can't go that route because that's a fucking package template that anybody could use now. But he ain't even choosing that. He's choosing to go at the space. So it's this is much more than just talking points. He could say it's about talking points. Shit. Nah.
Yeah, man, I hear you, bro. Because man, it's just, man, I can't stand it, dude. You hear dudes talking like this, it'll be these same dudes. It'll be these same dudes that'll be quick to throw your ass under. Listen, man, there'll be these type of dudes that'll be quick to throw your ass under the bus for a piece of pink sleeve, and I can't stand that shit.
One thing I do want to say and add on to this. Let me see the mics. Y'all hear me good? Sound good? Let me see if I talk close enough.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
It's this. You cannot tell other black men on a platform which is a male more oriented space like YouTube to what content they should be putting out. That's preposterous. The problem why people talking about the improvement part is such a big issue is because you cannot sell it properly to regular people. If people want to learn skills, they know where to learn the skills. And if they still have a hard time, they go search for the consequence that will point them into a proper direction. That's how this thing goes. If you don't ask for it, you will not receive an answer. And it's not because it's boring. It's that the consumer wants it more than anything else. And we use the space to consume. So if the consumer does not want this, there is no real demand.
Right, but this is the thing.
You cannot lay. And mind you, if you have it, if that is your base thing, then you have to tailor it. That means you got to spend money. Let me repeat that. That means you're going to buy ads on YouTube or some other part to promote your stuff to the market that wants it or will want to think that is search for it, and you're right there, right in front of the line. Right. There's ways to do this, gentlemen. And, I'm just giving little snippets, but I'm proponent that people should put out the content they seem worthy or deem worthy that what they want to be put out here. And if they can put it out here, they should be very effective.
Right. If they are about the content to begin with, though.
Yeah, if they're about the content. That's why when I hear about
controversy also stirs up quite a bit of energy.
You got to understand. There are many levels of manosphere. I've been noticing this lately for the past year, right? And I think no matter what level it is, the level that started this has breed and set the foundation for the level or the where point we are now today. Mm-hmm. It's a constant evolution. One time the people that were out here up front, they took the blows. They have lost some channels, some barely are irrelevant, and some even go as far as super shadow ban. Nonetheless, you put out the content to prepare for the future people that will carry on something to be the content creators of tomorrow. We should not be hogging any form of media space as men, in my opinion.
Right, but you're speaking from a position of one who can present their content connected to it. Ergo, valid nobility to flex with. This motherfucking got no. He trying to be Black Power, dog. Let's just say that he was authentic when he went into it, man. you ain't finna ride that hard. You ain't finna be presenting like that if you really about this whole black power shit. That ain't where you start out, motherfucker. If you really about it, very first thing you learn at humility.
Who's the black power? I'm curious. Who's black power?
Luke is trying to push.
Lucas?
Hold up. Hold up. Kel brought up the collection plate. Weather got something to say.
All right, Weather. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate the support. Said the space tries to gloss over black men's misbehavior, which is quite frankly rampant in America. But the divestiture space does the same with black women misbehavior. Also, we got Azrael, first of his name, saying he sound like a light-skinned Carlton. Come on, Will.
God damn, my nigga. That's just fucked up. For real.
Yeah. But look, what I'm saying is we're supposed to be a space of men that is supposed to be about, letting you know what the cold, hard facts are. And we're not supposed to care about feelings. So matching feelings with feelings is probably not going to be a good look. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And
you think he's in his? He ain't in his feelings. That nigga, he don't feel none of this shit he's saying.
Yeah, none of it.
He ain't in his feelings. This motherfucker got he got an intention. This ain't no feelings. This is all in.
We got Ambassador 750 saying that manosphere is simply a place to validate what black men see and experience and to offer a space to intellectually work through his particular intersection with his environment. Mr. Randy Watson. No, that would have worked if his last name was Watson, but
I mean, come on, cuz you started it. I had to finish it out.
I know.
Like good.
The young man Lucas has plenty of growing up to do.
Yeah, it's kind of sad right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. He's bust. What they call you always saying the word bussy. I say you doing too much that over other people's space, especially
he's trying to Tariq though. That's the thing. He's trying to do some Tariq shit, and it's like, all right, no, good try again. Try again, bro. Be you, whoever you is. So you wasn't that. Okay, so wait a minute. Did he come off as authentic to y'all when he was doing what's that shit? The conservative shit?
No, that's the first time I heard dude. I seen through Lucas bullcrap the first time I heard him, which was like 2-3 years ago, and that was the last time I heard of him. Hence the example of what you do, fellas. If you do not like to hear someone, you leave them the hell alone.
No, the first Lucas video I ever watched was when Phil Scott. Let me see. When Phil Scott and a picture of his wife was going around. That was the first Lucas video, and he was still in full swing on his conservative tip during this. So
Well,
he's pretty much always been a dick policeman.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's some whole ass shit. Because I was only aware of them with the with, some of the gaming and then the conservative shit. And everybody was surprised he went conservative. I'm like, y'all, these motherfuckers are gamers. Y'all like gamers can't have no fucking political side or whatever. Oh no, you're gonna be objective and it's just game and nerd world. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
But like when he was on his black conservative tip, he was in that lane with Anthony Brian Logan and the Officer Tatum.
Yeah.
And it was streamlining his subs. So when he flip flopped, then he started losing subs. The trend started to reverse. I think that he he was like neck and neck with Officer Tatum, but Officer Tatum took off and now Officer Tatum is over 1 million. Anthony Brian Logan, I believe, is over 1 million. Lucas stayed at 400K.
Right.
Yeah, and
so what it tells you, he's stagnant. He's actually he has reached his limit. He has reached the limit.
Or maybe he saw something on the trajectory that all three of them was on, and he's like, all right, I can play the game, but I can't play it like that.
But you had to understand.
Maybe you started feeling guilty because Tatum then, you know what I'm saying, proud to be an American. No, nigga, you know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe he tried to do it with Trump. It was a little bit late.
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, that once you reach your plateau and you're not being any more innovated, because we know Anthony Brian Logan, he stays consistent and he holds into his audience at the end of the day. That's why he is from where he's at now to hit the 1 million subscribers, because he knows what he presents, what he is, and he stays consistent. This Lucas dude that he showed, if I go really look at his channel hard, it looked like he doesn't really have a foundation. Like he just flip-flops. One thing he stays on one thing, then he starts dabbling on other people's space. You gotta be what you are. You gotta have an identity, what you really are. And right now, I don't see no identity from this dude showing.
Well, what I was about to say was, when you have a pitfall like that, you start to second guess yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's going to be more spazzing out. It's going to be more heated debates. It's going to be more acting bombastic to hold on to an audience. Now, if you go and look in Lucas's chat right now, there are people who are supporting this idea of calling black men crybabies and bussy. You know, and to that I say that if you believe that's funny, then you're very basic and you're very cheap. It's not really funny per se, of how basic it is to say something like that. But when you do have an anti-sentiment, as you have going around about this space, then it's going to be very easy to find a crowd. Let me tell you something. The anti-sentiment works real good with a channel like Ramil's channel.
Okay.
In his chat, he has a lot of anti-black manosphere guys in that chat. Maybe Lucas is watching Ramil and taking notes.
So these cats are anti-black manosphere. Then what are they so-called pro then? If they've left the space or whatever the fuck that means.
They are pro I am him. That's what they are. They are pro I am him.
I am him.
I am him niggas. Them I am him niggas.
I ain't never heard no shit.
That's a good one, bro.
No, wait a minute. That sounds. When you said it, I thought it was like Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? That's not a Hebrew thing.
Hey, to get black men played.
I am him.
Yeah, I never heard.
I am HIM. I am. Okay. You never heard of that?
Nah.
It's kind of like HNIC complex.
Okay.
You wake up every morning.
The Highlander niggas, the niggerlanders.
You wake up every morning. You wake up every morning. You think that you're just number one.
Okay.
You know, you're God's gift to everything.
Really? It's hold up. It's an ego-based internet principle. What the fuck it is?
It's an ego-based principle in general.
Okay.
You know, I believe Lucas has that. Now, if you look at Lucas's content, it's very much switching to more community-based, factual, statistical, data-based talking points.
That's what's selling these days. He wasn't doing that before.
Yeah, he wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't doing that before. But it depends on how the information is used. To the point of, how people perceive it. Like some people think they could just use facts, stats, data is okay. Just like that meme I made. Everybody loved it when Destiny did it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loved it when Lucas did it, and Lucas sprinkled insults in with his. BGS uses it. He's weaponizing it. It's SBE. It's every fucking thing except what it's supposed to be: facts, stats, and data. And BGS can I'm not nut riding, nut hugging.
It's just
BGS
a lecture
or anything. It's just that people don't care about data, facts, and statistics when they don't like you, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's something that's true.
But that means you're dealing with idiots, though, because because the numbers are objective. The numbers that's like somebody asking you when you tell them an objective truth or whatever. Why do you believe that? It's like, nah, that's read it, look it up. This is something you can look up. I don't believe it. I know it.
Now, let me ask you guys a question. Say Lucas decides to hit one of these panels one day. What is going to be your reaction? Just curse him out?
Oh
Just
nah.
just overtalk everyone else just to get your word out? Because I'm gonna tell you guys first. I'm really starting to hate that shit. Like I'm really starting to hate it. I mean, like it just we call ourselves logical and factual, but then when certain people hit panels, we become what we complain about everyone else being emotional. And
Well, I mean, it ain't really just that too. I mean, I get you, but you know, what I mean, but then again, we got to look at the fact too. Is like these cats want you to talk to them for like 3 to 4 hours and trying to get them to see reason, you know, and your points and stuff. So
I wouldn't let it get.
endless.
I wouldn't let it get to 10 minutes. Like that shit's tedious to me. It's like
Right.
that's why I say I don't really debate shit because people are gonna see things the way they want to see it. Like if me debating with Lucas for 2 hours ends in him still not agreeing with me, what the fuck did I just do? I just wasted 2 motherfucking hours that I cannot get back. Some I could have been using. I mean, the spirit of the debate, whatever on that. If you like doing that, but I just don't like to sit up there 2 and 3 hours trying to convince someone of something that they're not going to agree with me at the end of the day. Anyway, I don't know about you guys.
I mean, we're just supposed to be building. The thing is,
Yeah, I'll give it
it's
less
supposed to
than
be
30 minutes.
contextually building so that greater understanding is achieved for all. You know what I mean? People share their information, and you build upon that information, and you see how you can progress within that or move further. You know what I'm saying? Or look farther. The whole thing is you got to be about, you know what I'm saying, the journey to begin with. This motherfucker, I don't think he was about any of his journeys that he started.
See, we got American Negro in the house. What's going on? Jita said, so what about the black community we are trying to save? Never mind. That's a rhetorical question. Propaganda is lying. Carlos Bailey says, if you are an I am him ass nigga, you wouldn't be worried about this shit at all.
Hell no. I mean, you know, for real, if you wake up in the morning and tell yourself you the shit, nothing matter, you know what I'm saying, until you ain't the shit to you, and you always gonna be the shit, then what other motherfuckers is doing, saying, talking about, whatever, it ain't gonna even register because how does it get into your field of relevance over you? If we were really talking some ego shit, if motherfucker, you know what I mean, if motherfucker really moving on the ego, how's anybody relevant outside of you then? You know what I mean? Especially with the Black Manosphere. How the fuck is the Black Manosphere so, you know what I'm saying, irrelevant to these motherfuckers who keep showing up saying y'all are irrelevant? You're wrong. All right, then. Well, bye.
That means that we have a certain amount of relevancy to us.
I mean,
that people aren't willing to admit.
The thing is, it doesn't matter whether we're relevant or not. The thing is, if you draw unto you, then you draw unto you. That's all it is. Who ain't the Black Manosphere drew up in this motherfucker? Real talk. And then you see, and now look at how the norm, the social norm, is Black Manosphere, red pill, you know, style of engagement. I'm hearing as young as like 9. Like this is just in America, in Dallas. But you can look on the internet and you see how the type of conversation that people are having when they're talking about family, when they're talking about relationship, when they're talking about familial roles. Everybody holler Kevin Samuels. He's like, man, that nigga was a fellow student up in this bitch, cuz. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Much respect to the brother who hit the comment. You know what I'm feeling? But Yeah, he was a fellow student up in this motherfucker. It's y'all got a thumbprint, cuz I don't know if y'all really understand what that means to have a fucking thumbprint on the world like that. I think the
I
only
mean,
other
yeah,
black people
man,
who
it
can really
feels
think
good to
like
be a part of something awesome like this, man.
y'all
Fuck what y'all talking about.
is crazy. But the thing is though, this is why I say the whole thing with the square, the whole educated lame, which is weird as fuck. You want to know fucking you can't be educated and lame. That's just stupid. Now a square is different, right? A space full of squares that been efforting to make themselves into the most solid motherfuckers, and now everybody follows y'all style of in solidifying themselves in some regard. Measurement, observation, lens. People are creating companies, and motherfuckers is making, you know what I'm saying, litigation behind certain shit. Like, come on, telling y'all, man. That's why this motherfucker is here. Fuck, I done got crump. Let me mute. Calm down a little bit. Y'all got it.
Thanks, Rogish. Yeah, man. I just look. My thing is Luke is a sign of things to come. Is it gonna end with Lucas? This like still, I'm still gonna say at the end of the day, it's weird that it this wasn't originally his lane, and now he's here to cause some fucking ruckus, to be a disruptor, to, in his words, make sure that this narrative doesn't get out there, then for it to start affecting young boys, I would say. Because he did actually say that this kind of information is getting to young boys and it could be dangerous.
Nigga, please, you spellbound. You another spellbound ass
Dangerous to
nigga. Come
all
on,
that
man.
sucker fucking shit that they try to social condition them under. You goddamn right it's dangerous. You goddamn right it's motherfucking dangerous. Destroy the fucking sucker button. Destroy the sucker button, motherfucker. Do it now. Subscribe to Black Men Being Brutally Honest and other channels on Black Manosphere. You know what I'm talking about? When we gonna get some more news without the WS, motherfucker?
Soon. What's up, BGS?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, this all started with BGS. It'll be great to have his perspective on the entire thing. Because I was in the airport Monday when I saw all of this go down.
Yeah, it was just he just popped up, man. I don't know why. I still don't know why. Just popped up in my chat, and then popped up on the stream, and then started to thing is, you're gonna be negative coming up in the streams without being, warming up. Then you're gonna get pushback, and he did.
All right.
Try to insult people and think that's gonna go down. No, we're gonna give you a little pushback, and you didn't want the pushback, so you bounced. It's okay.
Okay,
I mean,
so
you've been chopping heads for like 3 weeks though. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
perhaps maybe he only been ear hustling for the last 3 days before he showed up.
so BGS.
No.
So BGS. So you didn't boot him from the stream.
No, he left.
He left.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So I got confirmation on that. Because I was confused as to whether you booted him.
Now I didn't mute him because he asked a question that I wanted to answer. Okay.
Okay.
And he wanted to keep talk over the answer. So I muted him, then he left. I didn't boot him.
All right. So you were aware of Lucas before.
I heard of it. I heard that he was a conservative last time I heard. He did right-wing talking points last I heard.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
like I was telling, the first time I ever seen a Lucas video was he was dick policing Phil Scott. That was the first time I ever seen him.
So he was saying he shouldn't date white women or not,
basically
or non-black women, or what?
Basically, Lucas was saying that he saw something wrong in Phil playing the pro-black angle and being married to someone that's non-black.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So when he did that, do you think that I think that was probably his first. I think that was probably his first stint, because the first person who was really doing that was Irritated Genie. There wasn't really too many people that were pursuing like that lane like that. You know what I'm saying?
Irritated Genie wasn't on YouTube. I remember. I remember when Irritated Genie got started, because I was doing a podcast with a partner of mine back in the mid-aughts,
Yeah.
and that's when Irritated Genie got started. In fact, we actually interviewed Irritated Genie when he first got started.
Yeah. Your partner at the Cows radio show. You saw?
No. It's way before the Cows. No, the Cows weren't even up yet. No. No, this is back in 2004. I want to say. I think Cows started like 2006, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there. Yeah. No, it was before the Cows.
Okay.
In fact, that got booted off of Gus's podcast a couple times. So
yeah,
even though I'm a fan, but I said, okay, I'm not wanted here, so I'm not going to come back on your platform.
You're probably showing them up.
I don't exactly know what it was that I said, but whatever it
He's
was.
big bro, BGS. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I don't know what I said. Sometimes I just rub people the wrong way for no reason. I don't even know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely did, Lucas. You sent Lucas into 6 days of fucking tirades.
Good, man. We all can make money off of him. Good. Raise our profile. Go ahead, man. Raise our profile.
Hell, I'll tell motherfucker go do 50 push-ups, motherfucker, and shut up.
No. Basically, he's a 323 guy, man. So that's what I noticed. Okay, so you're trying to claim that you're a pro-black, but I don't even think you date black women. I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in LA, you don't date black women. Latinos, white women.
He does not. BJs, you live in LA. You're like almost 4 or 3% of the population. You think he's going to find a sister and talk that bullshit to black men? Man, please.
I don't. Wait, people talk all kind of bullshit. One thing is the way he sounds, the way he carries himself. I don't think he dates black women. It just doesn't seem that way. Now, not in 323. If he's out there in the valley, maybe, perhaps, but 323 area code, nah. You don't date black women. Okay.
He said 323 area code.
Yeah. You mid Wilshire or some shit like that, man. Maybe.
So that meant that when he started questioning the whole thing about that, yeah. So he was trying to. So it was already somewhat of a lane established for it then.
Yeah. You tell me to say that not the kind of women that I'm around. Bullshit, man. You in LA? Get the fuck out of here. I mean, you've been through here, Arogas. You know how it is, man. If you're in the city,
that cat is not dating no sister, cuz ain't no way.
No, not the way he talks. Not in LA.
Nah.
No.
And if he dated a sister, it would have to be like, you know what I'm saying, Valley Girl type chick, but she wouldn't want him.
Yeah, no, he's I mean, we have guys that been to school and that are proper that are black, but they don't sound like him.
Right.
No.
He
don't sound like he has black friends. He really doesn't. But,
it's true. It don't. Yeah, his only connection is probably that family member who's probably quite distant to him.
Yeah.
You know what? That's what it is. He ain't been around the black side of the family and forever. They snatch his ass, put him over on the white side.
Yeah, I don't think he talks about himself very much, but I don't think so.
Yeah,
it's just that's just the way, because my kids have gone to school in the suburbs and they've gone to school in the city, and I can tell the difference. Hell, I was bused to white side for most of my school career, so I know the difference. You don't sound like
how is it he can't tell that people can tell that he putting on?
Well, the thing is, people from here can tell that he's putting on, but the thing is, the rest of the country may not. So, well, he's not going over that well. So, his thing is
not at all.
Yeah, I mean, because I told
he's having a bad go at it.
because ABL is a better coon, right? If you were cooning properly,
right,
then you should be where ABL is. What happened to you? Because you have the look, you got the tonality, okay. How come you weren't able to do it better? That means you didn't you didn't study about politics and stuff like that. I told ABL that when he used to come to my show. I said, man, if you're gonna coon, if you're really gonna coon, you got to study. Okay, you can't. there's nothing worse than a broke coon. I said I can't stand a broke coon. Okay, if you're gonna be a coon and you get wealthy, okay, man, I can actually rock with you because okay, you're making your money.
Be a strategic coon.
Be a strategic coon. I told ABO, you don't study politics, you don't read enough, and you're not accurate enough. I said if you're gonna be a good coon, you need to do all three of those things. And actually did it. He actually went out, started studying, got better at his craft, and that's why he's at $1 million. He used to come to my show, my Coliseum, like every week.
So what is it? So what do you think? Where do you think he places you in the Black Manosphere?
I have no clue. I really haven't listened. Oh, okay. You know what it is, and this is something because I was actually on Green Gorilla's show. I don't know if you were there because what's his name? Truth As I Know was actually on there, right? Okay. And a lot of guys think because I'm the one that not put Kevin on, but actually guided Kevin to where he was, right? That I'm the door to get where they want to be. In other words, if I say yes, I can train you to be, the 1 million subscriber man like Kevin.
Right.
In other words, I have that kind. I got that kind of influence and that kind of jack. So evidently, I am the person, the door that you need to go through. So,
right.
Which I don't, I said, I don't know where you get that.
So you're gonna kick through that door then? Is that
in other words,
is that how you get access to the?
No, in other words, they think that I can guide them.
Yeah.
Teach them to be what Kevin was, or teach them to go in a direction where Kevin is.
Ain't that a bitch?
That's what.
But listen up. We have someone who might beg to differ up here. We got the VP of the Manosphere. Go ahead and speak your piece, brother.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hey, hold on, I'm sorry, I'm over here ordering for the president. Yeah, let me get some carne asada fries, 2 buckets of chicken.
Y'all ain't shit.
Yeah, and a Diet Coke. Yeah, Diet Coke.
Piece of lemon.
Where the biscuit at? Where the biscuit at?
How y'all living tonight? I didn't make sure this food is hot, so I'm only on here for a limited time.
Okay. Where the biscuit and the honey packet at? Come on now.
Hot sauce on my burrito, baby.
You there? Gotta have sriracha sauce on that chicken now. Sriracha.
Yeah, y'all making jokes, but I got 7 extra large suits made out of curtains in my car. I got the finest swap meet material available. Y'all don't know nothing about this quality. I'm telling you.
Yeah. But that's a fly suit in Mississippi, okay?
Well, how many colors in it?
Well, he's pretty basic for Mississippi now. That's pretty basic. That's like a gray. It's like a gray suit in Mississippi. Okay?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, one of these suits, I used it as a cover for my car. It's wonderful.
Didn't scratch it?
Only a little bit.
It's such fine material.
What is that, velvet?
How y'all doing tonight?
Pretty good. You can call it reindeer.
Man, we just talking about this surprise entry into this arena called the Black Manosphere.
I love it. I love it. He said, "Well, he's doing a show on you. Did he spell my name right?"
No, that dude's a cornball. Based on the number of live stream viewers he has and the amount of subscribers, something doesn't add up. It's very different. And then he's basically just out here panhandling the back one. He's a light-skinned Dr. Umar, if you will.
He's trying. Or not trying.
Hey, brother BGS, haven't you talked Mini Man? Haven't you talked Mini Man off of the ledge in your days?
Yeah, too many. Yeah, a couple of guys that didn't make it, man. I was kind of sad about that. Like Forrest Window, we couldn't save him, so it still kind of messes me up. Yeah, yeah, we tried, but we couldn't. Yeah, we couldn't save him. That's why I use the lightsabers now, because of him.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, man. Sorry to hear that, bro. Yeah. But for the most part, but you have talked Mini Man off of the ledge, so therefore these cats need to shut the hell up.
Yeah. I got even for Passport Bros, I got 3 or 4 guys that are overseas, man, as expats, young guys in their 20s and 30s. So there's people all over.
Okay, so what do y'all think of Lucas saying because there are men who claim that we saved their lives, that somehow makes them weak and pussy because of that.
Okay.
What?
No, he said that. He did.
He did. Okay.
What?
Yeah. Like somebody on BGS's panel say this space saved my life, and BGS said mine saved mine too, and Lucas had a criticism for that. Well, an insult.
Okay.
Wow.
It's okay. Well, that's him. Okay.
Yeah.
What has he
I
done?
mean,
He's
to be honest, based on what he's doing on YouTube, it seems like the space has saved his life, because he wouldn't be getting no views otherwise.
I wonder what went wrong with him, man, because he was on a different track. And why you over here bothering us, man? Because you're on a bigger track.
When he was on that track, did it appear to be authentic to you?
He, the kind of educated, lame type, right wing shit. Yeah, he could have been, man. He had that kind of juice, just like ABL.
But he was in a lane.
I saw that in him.
Yeah, it was in him, man. I think it's still in him.
Yeah.
He was in a lane that was streamlining his subscriber count to an astronomical number, because they always look for those black conservative apologist types.
Yeah.
If they do it right. Like like I said, Officer Tatum and
American niggas.
The Officer Tatum, Hodge twins, ABL, they're very good at that.
Yeah, and Lucas was young, so he should have fit right in. I don't know what happened to him.
Well, that's why I said perhaps maybe as he was on the trajectory as his other 2 homies, maybe it was something that he disagreed with. On the Dave Chappelle side of the game, he had a laugh that he ain't like.
How do you go from that to
yeah, that's the weird part.
How do you go from that to marching with BLM? I don't get that.
I don't know. He should have waded into that pool. Looked like he dove in. So that looked like, what I'm saying, ulterior motives.
Because there is a left wing, white left wing side, if you want to join it, that he could be part of, but I don't get him. I really don't. It's just he's confusing to me. So what are you doing in sexual politics? That's not your lane.
Well, I mean, but there is a lot of, enrichment that one could get from it, internetically, monetarily. I mean, come on, it is what it is. You got to understand, it's still a gold mine, unfortunately.
Well, it is. But the thing is, the bigger gold mine for him, because the way he speaks, the way he looks, and the lane that he was in, it'd be better to actually do a broader manosphere, not the black manosphere, but a broader manosphere.
Yeah,
just like Coach Greg Adams or even Donovan Sharp. There's way more money in there. What he should have done, in my opinion, because he looks like a Myron from Fresh and Fit, is do a similar type show. Move to Las Vegas, set up a same kind of show that Fresh and Fit has, and appeal to white frat boys. Because you got the look, you sound like them, you look like them, you dress like them. Okay, your mannerisms are like them.
Same political sensibilities.
Same political sensibilities. Yeah.
Right.
And what do they have? 1 million subscribers now?
There you go.
Yeah. That's his lane. He should be talking to what's his name, DJ Academics. Hey man, put me on. He should be part of the white manosphere. That's where he should be.
He should be great for all this free game. He should be great for all this free game that you're giving him right now.
So you say he should be a part of the dude. Where's your car, man?
Yeah, because he's
Dude,
calling us
what's
bro.
mine say? Sweet.
He's calling us bro.
Yeah,
You're a
bro.
bitch.
Right.
You're a bitch, bro. Yeah. I said
It's
that you
white
should be
boy
over
shit.
there. You should be over there with the white manosphere instead
Yep.
over here. Because you come off of trust and believe. I'm on the edge of what they would call corny. Okay. I'm on the edge. Yeah, so you're way over the edge. Okay. I'm almost being called the educated lame, right? And you're
Yeah.
way over that line. You should be on the other side.
Yeah. 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 So
If you
it's
want to
like,
make money, unless you really believe in what you're saying, which I don't think he does.
nah, that's the thing. It don't come off as believable.
No, it doesn't.
And he's parroting, like at least 2-3 people. So it's like, all right, so what's your intention? I'm saying to be planted. If you're gonna be planted, you ain't your roots look fucking Wembley. Your black roots.
Because
Well,
if you really wanted to be embedded, the show you should have showed up on was Concrete Roses to George first,
Mm.
which is right there in the middle. Okay, they're in the middle, and then you could have actually pivoted toward black women if that's your aim. Okay,
oh yeah, they
'cause
would
you did it all
embrace.
wrong.
They would embrace him too. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, they would have. That's just what it is.
yeah,
Every time there is to be said about black men, they get props
yeah. But
on
it's
that
good. Yeah,
platform.
it would
I
be on
mean,
that
shout
platform.
out to Sister George, my
Yeah,
visualized stepsister.
yeah. I love my girls to death, but I know who they are. Now, I swear to
Shout
God,
out to the breakdown.
when I come over there, they know I love them to death. They do. They're still my girls. Like I got to bring out the belt every now and then. That's all.
You better keep it. You gotta keep it.
Yeah.
Not too far.
Shout
They're renegades, huh?
Uh-huh.
shout
Yeah,
out to
that's
Greg. Shout out to Greg. Thanks for the cash app. Really appreciate it.
already.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah, if
Greg.
y'all follow me over, man, y'all hit the likes, okay? Hit the likes over here, and don't forget to donate if you can, if it's okay with the host.
Yeah, it's okay with the host. Yeah, and
Gotta ask permission nowadays, man. People say, wait, what are you doing? I don't want you campaigning for me. Okay, all right, okay.
but
That's just
but
neighborly.
but yeah, I'm interested in what's next for this to happen. I'm really interested in what's next, in who's next. Will there be a next? I mean, if Lucas, okay, there's a couple of conspiracy theories out that Lucas was sent. Lucas was sent by a handler or someone put some cash in an envelope saying that, hey, if you go at this space of guys, then it'll be very good for you. If that in fact is true, there's gonna be all kinds of motherfuckers over here.
Oh, definitely so.
I hope so.
If he eats, you can definitely, infer such.
I hope so because he's way off out of his lane. I don't know where he gets that from. It doesn't even sound like he's in the lane.
Nah.
It sounds like you've been given a script.
That's exactly what it sounds like. That's why I said AI earlier.
Yeah.
This is hilarious though. It's sad, but it's still it's kind of funny.
But I'll take the press. If you want to give it to me.
Yeah. You impress the good press, huh?
Yeah. Oh man. I have a whole lot of haters out there. Get in line, man. But get in line. But if you want to give me some press with 400,000 subscribers, hey, come on to the front, man. Come on to the front here, right here. I got a seat for you right here.
But yeah, that is.
In fact, a black man being brutally honest needs an act too. Go ahead and give him one of those, okay?
Already.
Give him one of those. Hey, my boy wants one of those too. He wants some of this smoke. Go ahead and give him some.
Yeah, but his numbers don't really say too much about his sub count. Like, I'm looking at it, I'm not somebody that pokes and jabs at people's numbers, but if you're doing live streams, you're supposed to have more than 500 folks, especially if you're at 400,000 subs. So.
Oh, definitely so. Definitely so. Wow. That's it. He don't even clear 1,000.
No, he doesn't. Obsidian does more on a regular basis. Angry Man does more on a regular basis.
BGS at any
Kendra.
given time can do more than
Yeah.
Amazing Lucas on a regular basis.
Yeah.
This is the most interesting thing that he's done in a while.
Yeah, he's only got 400, man. Live viewers right now.
Yeah, he's supposed to
That's
have more.
He's
that's
supposed to have more.
crazy. Okay, okay. Maybe most of them was bots, or but that's always been weird because it's like, all right, if you, I mean, let's say people don't rock with him no more, or are going to rock with him less, then why not unsub? Why are they staying subbed? How you know what I mean?
He's
That
lost. Since he's flipped, he's lost almost 100K subs.
okay.
Which means they're not feeling him like that, and they weren't feeling him like that in the beginning. When Fresh and Fit controversy hit, they lost a bunch of subs, but the difference between Fresh and Fit and Lucas is Fresh and Fit were able to rebound back and gain
Mm-hmm.
exponentially more.
Yeah.
So it's pretty obvious that Fresh and Fit is doing something right and Lucas is doing something wrong.
What the fuck controversy did they have?
The Fresh and Fit?
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
they're going
one?
back and forth with Aber and Preach.
Oh,
And they got hit pretty good.
Yeah, when that white girl was accusing Myron of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost some subs that way, but then till they found out she was full of it.
Yeah.
Then they rebounded and gained even more. Now they're over 1 million.
And I think Andrew Tate actually helped out with that when he blew up, kind of carried them with him.
Shout out
Okay,
to
so
Grinch.
he definitely got a lane there as far as it goes with this guy. So if he doesn't see that, then that means that he's, you know what I'm saying, contending with the space.
I don't know what his angle is.
It's kind of hard to put a bead on him.
Yeah. Yeah, unless he is getting paid. It could be.
Yeah, but there you go. Oh, and you know what? Why not just assume such? It's like, all right, then. You know, why not refer to the motherfucking situation? Whatever. You show up with bullshit, not wanting to understand not only just the stats, the facts, the numbers, but also the anecdotal and the testimonies that cats got from actually being able to receive some enrichment from the information, being able to build with brothers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we share so much more than just some gripes with black women. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that stands out more, or these people let that stand out more than anything, it's the weird part.
Man, look, that's the kind of thing that's been going on for years, man. Even with my Facebook group in its height, we would have several posts a day of people saying things like, all y'all do in here is talk about black women. All y'all do is bash black women. Now, that sounds ridiculous. Like it ain't no all we do all day every day. Is no, you have brothers in here who have tried to talk about other things that you motherfuckers don't pay attention to.
Mm-hmm.
But that just seems to be an extreme trigger point with me.
It is.
Right.
You know, and it's an easy way to get someone to hate someone else. If you go back and tell someone all them niggas do over there is bash black women, they're 9 times out of 10 not gonna ask for any proof of that.
But see, this is the thing that validates all to me. The fact that they keep coming back, the fact that they're detractors, the fact that they won't let the information stand as objective, right? It's like y'all making up these numbers.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wait a minute, no, we should get the same stats everybody else gets.
You guys are wrong for talking about Sassy Trucker. Yeah, what was done to her in Dubai was wrong. They was wrong for locking her up.
But that's the thing though. Again, what does the black manosphere expose then from all these areas where all these people are detracted? What is it that the black manosphere is actually exposing there?
Well, really is because we live in an extreme gynocracy, right? Where women over men. It's happening to Asians, Latinos, and white men. Okay, so They're feeling the same thing that we've been feeling for the last 20, 30 years.
Right.
Then how do they handle it? They don't know. They come to us.
Okay.
Because we're speaking to what they're actually experiencing right now. Because their women are treating them just like the black women have been treating us for 100 years. So I said, wait a minute, okay, we don't like this, okay? And they sound just like black women. So who are the guys that know how to handle this shit?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically a gynocracal drone, basically.
Basically, you have a state-run gynocracy in the West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when these people show up, they're basically agents, gynocracal drone agents.
Yeah. Yep. So.
Yeah, attempting to protect their dying hive.
Yeah.
A bunch of niggas that ate the wrong spaghetti.
Oh, that's some shit. You don't know how to counteract that, dog?
I know the stake's not real, but it's okay.
I want to be important. An actor. Yeah. Azul is the pill that they use.
So, assuming that Lucas might be back or to hit a panel somewhere, what would you believe that he would come with? Like, is he going to come with insults? Is he going to try to come with what he like to call facts? I mean, what does this mean? Is he going to stay on his channel and keep saying this bussy shit?
Make him come with his information, because if you look flimsy from whatever, just make him spin that shit. Look, it is going to be funny to watch him try to stand on this square.
Yeah, I think people have been coming to him, so he hasn't had to venture out too far. So, really, I haven't even listened to him very much. I think maybe 5 minutes worth.
He's not saying nothing different. That's the thing. If he was saying something different, I you give props, but he's mimicking like 3 people, and it's like, all right, and you're doing this black thing, this pro-blackness. None of it comes off as authentic, right? And but I mean, this is the thing. Again, if you assume that he was sent here to disrupt, right? Let's say he was paid or whatever. I see that as a plus, personally.
Yeah, I do too.
I see it as a plus. Again, using him as the litmus test. It's telling to the efficacy of the space, and on so many levels. Okay, so a lot of people use the template of KS to I guess analyze their relationships and everything, right? All right. Well, the Black Manosphere is speaking of other things than relationships, and for the people who are listening to those other conversations, imagine the efficacy that they're getting, because the people relationship, we just disrupting the fuck out of them. They don't know what to do.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't, right? So, but imagine everyone else, like people actually who, let's say, cloud visit the tech channels. You know what I'm saying? The channels with trucking. You know what I'm saying? The car enthusiasts. I mean, this space, the way that we've been contextually building with one another over all these years, that has to do something to one style of social engagement, period.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? It has to heighten it to a degree, because wasn't nobody else on this but us. So, I mean, and now that everybody is flocking to it and seeing some form of some, I don't know, what would you call it? Because they put it down, but they use it. So
Yeah.
what would you call it? It's more than just a fucking tool.
Cultural appropriation, that's what it is. And yeah, so they're taking talking points and what we have, because we have the pulse of the men all over the globe.
Yeah.
So they actually trying to co-opt our movement, or co-opt our talking points, and actually kind of soften a little bit. That's what they're trying to do with Pearl.
Right. But then try to use them against you. Like, what the fuck is that? How they gonna say that your analysis is wrong in your style of fucking social engagement? That's like a fucking racist ass Peckerwood rapping very well to you some racist shit. How you ain't nothing. How your black ass ain't nothing.
Same thing with was it Pat Boone and what's his name?
Pat Boone and who?
Little Richard, right? Take
Oh.
his song and whiten it up and
Yep.
yeah.
Golly. All right then. So I mean, the space just keep doing what you're doing. People definitely going to come through. The detractors, and not only the detractors.
Mhm.
I can understand detractors. Is I think when we only label them as that, when we label the entirety of them as that, I think that's selling us. We're selling ourselves short. We're selling.
I want them to come basically, because once they come and got to remember, man, we've been beating up on each other for like 15 years.
Yeah.
So all the stuff we talk about has been vetted and hashed out and torn apart and contested. And so at the end of the day, all this stuff is distilled. Okay, you can't get past it because it's true.
Oh yeah. Also, guess what else just came through?
What?
Oh, dislike.
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze. Damn.
Only one?
Yeah, only one. Only one. They usually don't do they usually don't do it during the broadcast.
Don't they love you?
Oh yeah. Awesome. Yeah, they think I'm awesome. So yeah.
Oh, only one. Come on
Only
now.
one. Only one.
Y'all can do better. And when engagement is engagement, it doesn't matter.
I got
Up or
more
down.
hate in you than that now. Come on.
You
Hate
got
it with
more
the
in you.
chest.
All right, yeah. So we have already established that there is more to come. I'm interested in who. Is Lucas this week? Who is it gonna be next week?
We've had blue hair, little twink, Destiny.
Oh,
But
Destiny.
they're all kind of associated with gamers too. Like we had in the same arena, like Destiny. Lucas is a gamer. FD Signifier is in that realm. So yeah, I think you'll see more academics and more of these so semi bread tube guys. That's
BreadTube.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
feminist lefties are what we call bread tube. FD Signifier and was it blue hair Destiny or bread tubers?
Okay.
Okay.
Bread tube.
Yeah, they look at that bread tube.
Yeah. I've heard it. I've
Yeah.
heard of it.
It's kind of hidden, but the thing is, it's actually big. Most of those cats got 100K or over subscribers.
The BreadTube or LeftTube is a loose and
LeftTube.
informal group of online content creators who create video content, including video essays and live streams from socialists, social democratic, communists, anarchists, and other left-wing perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
Anarchists, get the fuck out of here. What do they say?
An anarchist is would be an ultra liberal. In other words, where everything's an individual agreement with other individuals. Those are anarchists. They don't believe in a government structure.
So I'm saying I'm saying, but those on bread too.
Yeah, on bread too. Ultra lefties. Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to hear some of their takes on there because it's like they be lying their ass off, knowing that you need this society for you to continue to live and operate how you prefer to. You need this society.
Bread tubers. First, you have to learn the lingo because they speak in lefty speak. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you have to kind of, once you get the lingo down, you kind of understand them. But the only one I got a hold of was the FD Signifier. He has been back.
Okay. Bread tube.
Yeah. He has not been back.
Okay.
I don't think Lucas will be back. Well, you got any proof? Yeah, I got 4 books and 3 studies. Which one do you want?
Nah, he ain't coming back to you. Nah, he ain't gonna come back.
You should go. You should pull up on Bernard Riley. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Yep.
Hell, you know what? To keep it real, I need to make time though, damn it, for some of those books. Shit.
Oh well,
He didn't he do something on Bernard Riley though?
Who?
Lucas,
Mason
yeah,
Lucas?
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't.
You
Yeah,
know what?
because
You know what? Somebody said he went over there.
Did he go over there?
I
Okay.
think he went over there.
Okay. I don't. Bernard would have put that out if he was over there. I didn't see it. Bernard is a self-promoter. If he was over there, Bernard would have put that up. He'd have clipped that one. I know he commented on Lucas. He did 2 shows on him, but I didn't see him over there.
see if I can find it real quick.
Hey, and when I'm said, shoot, thank you, Brother Kev. My thumbnails, the difference in my thumbnails is all due to Brother Kev now. Thank you for that app, though, brother. Appreciate it, man. The app really helping. You are right. You got to have a steady hand with that cutout shit, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Let me find this. Let me find this clip real quick. I mean, Lucas actually mentioned Bernard Riley.
Okay, he might have. I don't think he was ever showed up over there.
See what I finally have social media said? He said he's the light-skinned, anti-tether Duke the Don. They're the same. They're the same guy. Their physical fitness gives them a ticket into a frat bro that needs a black friend culture. That's good. Hey man, you want to go to a kegger, man?
Yeah. Come on, bro.
Hey man, you got some smoke, man?
Be on that straight American pie shit.
Yeah.
In college, I kicked the white style one time.
Found it. Let me get it on the screen.
Well, upside down keg shot or whatever.
Hell, he can opt to be the black stiffmeister shit. Black Stifler.
You know what? He could be a fucking black Stifler.
He did 2 disagreement days. Okay.
Oh shit.
He did it for 11 hours. He did get grief, dude. What do you do for 11 hours?
Good Lord, I can't.
By yourself.
Oh, that was some hate. Or maybe he was fulfilling the contract.
All right, let me screen share this real quick.
That's pretty good. He does this shit by himself, man. That's pretty good. Okay, for the most part, he does 6 hours by himself. Wow.
All right, guys.
Pretty good. Go ahead.
I found it.
I can do 6 hours by myself. What the fuck?
Can you?
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's see what he had to say.
Yeah, all good. I ain't that good.
Black ass Ketchum says that guy's face reacting to you needs to be an emoji. Yeah, this nigga's shocked. He's like, oh my God. Why is he saying all this stuff? Why is he saying all this stuff?
Well, you are white, man. Jesus Christ. You are white.
You can just tell, right? You can just tell, right? Look at his reaction to me. Whoa, wow, that's a lot of stuff. What is he saying? Now you know your role. Exactly. Now you know your role. Facts. Let's hear. He's shocked, bro. This man needs a napkin. Just, oh my God.
Okay. So this is akin to Prank in the Hood, though, to me, in some regard.
Right. Let's hear.
Woo!
Nigga, stop digging in your nose. Come on, bro. You on cam, bro.
Come on, bro.
This nigga's fucking digging for gold, bro, on
You
camera.
know he wants some bangs to be coming out in front of that hat.
Disagree with what I said.
Even digging for gold, that's a white term. Yeah, old white
put
term.
the link in the chat soon.
Let's break it down.
He says a strong black woman
Yes.
will do that to you, to these guys here, to these guys.
Yes, that's correct. He just repeated what I said. Let's see his breakdown.
There. That's what a strong black woman would do.
That's correct.
Whether she's Keke Palmer or Beyonce.
That is correct.
Now, I think he used Keke Palmer as, that's the ratchet type of.
Nigga, stop digging in your nose. That's so gross. I can just tell what type of woman you get, bro. How the fuck you digging on your nose right on camera, bro? You all up in there. Just come on, man. You can't get a napkin or something.
Calm down, female.
Fucking gross, bro.
Sound like a woman. Calm down, man.
Black woman. He did a video called Keke Palmer Ain't Do Nothing Wrong. and he broke down and explained how this was a, you know, an out-of-pocket bitch, and he knew that, and it is what it is. All right.
Let's hear the disagreement.
So he juxtaposed
Let's
Beyonce
hear the
against her.
disagreement.
He's saying Beyonce is the good woman.
Oh my God. Are we gonna break down that Beyonce's a hoe as well? Okay, whatever. If you want to say Beyonce's a sock, find another woman who's not a sock. But let's
Doesn't he sound like Destiny a lot?
Strong woman. They're talking about a good woman. They're talking about the best of women.
Find another
When
one
they
who's
say
not
a
a sock.
strong woman. So
not necessarily. Strong woman is just usually a confident woman. It's usually a good woman. But those aren't the same. Because there are a lot of confident women that have false confidence. That's the difference. The difference is calibration. That's what really separates the men and women from the girls and boys is calibration. That's really what separates.
I know, man. I know. Bless his little heart. Bless his widow heart.
Yeah, bless Poe Hart, man.
Poe Hart, man.
The fuck?
He's trying.
He's trying.
Yeah, but we're definitely in his radar. That was the whole point of me showing this. That Bernard Riley's on his radar too. So ain't no telling who he's watching at this point, or how long he's been watching, or how long he's been planning to do this.
Oh no, this cornball is eating, and I ain't just talking about YouTube money and nothing like that.
Yeah, well, if you're talking about him, he's gonna be watching.
Yeah, their
They're
attention.
good. I hope he puts out. Black man being brutally honest. Okay, with Kev, put it in. Okay,
For real.
okay, at and hashtag. All right.
At black man being brutally
Brutally
honest.
You got to say it in the tone in which you like you can get it.
Yeah.
Black man being brutally honest.
Hashtag LLTHS. Okay, put it all in. Okay.
Come on, Lucas.
Come on, Lucas. Come on.
Come on, Lucas. Come on, bro.
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 You're already digging for gold, man. Come on.
Bro.
Talk about, it's called calibration. Okay. Calibration. That's what we're talking about here.
I said it again.
Calibration.
Calibration. That's the difference between the boys, the men and the women versus the boys and the girls. Calibration. Okay. You're not quite getting it. There's nuance to this, right?
It gotta be. It's gotta be.
It's gotta be.
And you niggas don't understand. Niggas, you niggas don't understand.
Let me.
Can you hand me my corn on the cob, please, and Mexican cheese on top, okay?
Extra cottage cheese, please.
God
Smells
damn.
like burnt cornbread into space. Thanks, Lucas. Thank you for the super chat. No one.
Oh Lord, bless your little heart. You're trying to be a Mac.
Carlos Bailey says Lucas called the Black Manosphere Black Boule.
Oh, this
the
nigga
hell is he
is
talking about?
he just throwing shit out
Yeah,
there. What
yeah.
sticks? Whatever sticks, huh?
Yeah. White people don't know what boule is. They won't get it.
What the fuck?
Black boule. Black Manosphere is full of black boule.
They're
Really?
full of black brulee. What the fuck? He is trying, man.
What? How much control do he believe that we really have in this motherfucker, man?
He don't believe none of this shit. Quit saying what he believe. He don't believe none of this shit, bro. He don't believe none of this shit. There's nothing believable about none of his stance in it.
Just wow.
Well, hold on. Bring up the conservative him and let's put these motherfuckers side by side and see which one comes off as more authentic.
The conservative him versus the now him
versus the pro-black. Pro-black.
I could try my best with the slideshow that I already got presented. I mean,
Yo,
Let me show you conservative him real quick.
Oh shit! I didn't even know he was pro-black till he jumped out of pocket on BGS and shit.
I didn't either. He says he's giving up a pro-black and going to dating and game.
God, get the fuck out of here!
Let God bless Trump. That's what this shirt says. Let God bless Trump.
Oh, that's funny. All right, that's clever. All right, goofy.
This is him when he kind of made the flip.
Okay.
Okay.
I voted. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. That's what he says at the beginning of each one of his rants. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The reason why I have him pictured next to Hotep Jesus is the second video I've seen from Lucas was him doing a one-on-one with Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Where did he get started? I never heard of Hotep Jesus till you mentioned him that one.
Yeah, he's a big Trump supporter.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, he's one of those.
Said.
Yeah, he had on a MAGA hat and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
and the name Hotep Jesus. Oh my God, cuz.
Yeah, but Lucas kind of put him on.
He doesn't have he said he doesn't have a problem with Just Pearly, and he said he doesn't have a problem and he likes Nick Fuentes.
Okay, well he got to. I mean, shit, he wouldn't be a MAGA mark if he ain't said shit. So that's what it is. God damn. Okay, so that's why he's on Joe Rogan. Okay, all right, then. That makes sense.
Yeah. In fact, that's a picture of him when he was on Joe Rogan explaining something.
Yeah, it looked like Rogan shit. Yeah. With them bug ass eyes. What the fuck was he explaining? Joe, you gotta believe me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I wonder motherfucker be. All right, whatever. This is crazy.
It is, but you know, it's.
No, I ain't heard
he's one of those guys that said he wants to talk. I don't do that relationship talk. There's other channels for that. I won't deal with the politics and shit. It's all intertwined, you dummies.
But see, that's the thing is, they're not understanding that you're talking about life. When you're talking about relationship, you're talking family. You're not just talking the back and forth social dynamics. That's part of it, but largely you're talking family. And so, you know, these people ain't talking family. They're talking points. So that's why they enter with a template of some bullet point and shit, showing that they've been studying, and you know what I'm saying, see if they can tread water. And depending on what they already arrive with their intention and their resources, you know what I'm saying, monetary resources, yeah, it's not hard to place yourself in the algorithm because you know what I'm saying, the algorithm grows on its own, however the participation is. But my thing is the fact that he's contending specifically the Black Manosphere. He's not just, you know what I'm saying, like most folks that still talking points, you know what I'm saying, try to use your shit against you, but he's presenting at least like 4-5 group dynamics and attempting to present it in, I don't know, it's weird. It's, like BGS said, he's confusing. He's very confusing. And he's probably confused.
I don't think he's genuine. That's the problem. I think he's trying to cobble together talking points from other people.
All right. We got a super chat from BGS himself. I really appreciate it. He said, for the plate. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's. I think he should be, if you really want to make money, okay. He should be following Fresh and Fit and talking to the women and dissing the guys or what, Black Manosphere or whatever, right? Doing it that way, and having like a round table show or with the women. What
do you want to do? Do like a light skinned Mr. Lucario with women? Like,
oh yeah,
cuck mode, super cuck.
Yeah, you got to be masculine. Okay, you can't be a bitch. You have to handle women this way. Sounds like Myron a lot.
That motherfucker. It is funny to hear these motherfuckers.
And memorize your talking points and learn how to drop them on a dime, man. You know, and bang your hand on the table when you get excited. Yeah.
A Mac was a completely different thing in the 80s.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck qualifies
I don't
as
know.
a Mac now.
Yeah, I don't know what young Macs are talking about now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Ian Graves. What's going on, Ian Graves? And Carlos Beatty is like, BGS, don't give him any game.
BGS be spilling game shit. Shout out to DJ Cooler.
It goes over there. It goes over most guys' head though. Yeah.
Nah, it don't. Shit. If nah, I mean, well, it doesn't just go over your head. The thing is, it captures you. You already know it's over your head, but it should prompt motherfuckers to study. That's what it's. That's what it's supposed. That's the next step. Goddamn. Not challenge and shit.
Coach Greg Adams is a clown. Okay.
Oh,
okay. He's going after the whole manosphere. Okay.
Yeah.
He's not going after the white guys in the manosphere. That's the thing. They're all black.
Well, yeah, he did go after Greg Adams for like a few videos, but I don't believe it worked. It's a rumor that Greg Adams pulled up on him, said, "Keep my name out your mouth."
Oh, okay.
It's a rumor, that's neither here nor there. But you know how people just throw out anything on social media. But
that doesn't sound like Coach CGA. He doesn't normally respond like that. That's not him. I don't think I've ever seen him pull up on anybody.
But what I know about Coach Greg Adams is he does consider himself manosphere. He just doesn't consider himself
black manosphere.
Over here manosphere.
Yeah. He's what we call a level 3 MGTOW. He just doesn't use MGTOW name terminology. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. So Luke is Luke. I guess there's a rebranding going on. Or something like maybe he wants to
scroll down, look and see what some of the comments was. If you don't mind.
What do you mean some of the comments?
We still got the American flag on his hat though.
No, this is a screenshot in a.
A screenshot. Oh, okay.
Yeah, in a slideshow.
Okay, got it. All right, look at that research. You know what I'm talking about? Putting in that work.
Yeah, but let me see. But this has been going on all week.
Yeah.
Pussy Spear. Manosphere Bussy cries over my roast. Black Bussy Manosphere.
Yeah, so
Black Manosphere leads to Bussy. And we got BGS to thank for this shit,
What did I do?
Now
you're a triggering guy. You're a triggering individual.
Yeah,
I do have that effect on people.
3 minutes in, super triggered. Ain't that a bitch?
Mm-hmm.
We ain't even got to none of the information. Just 3 minutes in. Look, this if it was a lecture hall, if it was a classroom, I mean, it would be different. If it was a dojo, it would be a whole different thing. I don't know. So let me ask this question. What do y'all think is a decent amount of time to interact with a detractor for the sake of a lesson?
I actually put up 2 minutes. You should be able to get your main points out in 2 minutes.
No. Now, I mean, not a detractor to where they got a concise argument. Let's say somebody that on the surface might be worth the back and forth just for the sake of the lesson.
We done it. We did that with a tie seat in SBE. We did it for like 3 hours.
Yeah. yeah, I did it for like 3 hours.
We did like 3 hours. Yeah, I just did it with a brother that was talking about Africa in a way that we didn't agree with. We did it for actually an hour and a half. He went away saying the same thing. You didn't let me talk. I said, nigga, we just did an hour and a half on you. Okay.
Yeah, that's where I go to say, man, that shit's like highly annoying. Like, boy, y'all got the patience of Job, I tell you.
That's how I finally had social media said calibration. So let me guess, He thinks he's about to start a lexicon like KS. Fuck out of here.
He's trying, man. He's putting forth a hell of an effort.
Oh yeah, KS used all the gold, man. He used all the good stuff. He didn't. He separated the wheat from the chaff. I'm gonna use all the good stuff from the manosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like with this picture that he got for the thumbnail, it looked like he went in he got an AI program on his phone and said, "Give me black men crying." Now,
Okay.
the point that I will make about this is, when you look at the archetype for a black person,
Mhm.
guess what you're gonna get? You're gonna get that skin tone.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get Drake. You're not gonna get Lucas. When you talk about a black person, you're gonna get that
Hey,
tone right there. Might be a
I
little
know what the nigga
saltiness.
is.
Might be a little
That's
saltiness
hilarious.
on his behalf.
That is hilarious.
Mhm.
You know what? I wonder what a general African American look like to AI.
That
Probably.
look like that dude from Best Man, who husband used Regina Hall husband.
Oh yeah, homie. What is his name? He's a
Homie in the
poet.
wheelchair from Oz. That guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I forget his name.
He's been on a few things.
He's a good poet though.
Man, but yeah. It's just that's his viewpoint on black men who speak freely and speak without permission. You think?
So not to stop you, but with the other one that you put up there, that was 3 months ago, right?
It's about Greg Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 3 months ago.
Okay, that was 3 months ago, and he showed up at BGS's
Showed up BGS.
with nothing, right? All right, and then went on his live, and
Went on his
still ain't said nothing. It's like, all right, well, if you've been
9 hours.
if you've
9
been
hours after 2-3 minutes with BGS.
yeah,
9 hours.
look, if you've been touring the space to the degree of where 3 months ago, Greg Adams, all right, so definitely BGS on the radar. Probably a lot of cats, from Black Manosphere on his radar. He might, possibly executing some form of something. But is the fact that he don't come off as authentic? Couldn't you in 3 months, in 3 to 4 months, couldn't y'all build a decent, adequate, illusional authenticity?
He should.
You know what I mean?
A better argument.
Yeah. And it's like, wait a minute, nigga, if you've been, you know what I mean? It's new to me, but I didn't know how new it was to him or whatever. But yeah, you would think he could put together a better argument by now.
Yeah. He should have pulled up on Bernard or Valdez would have loved to have. He has a bigger audience. Pull up on him.
Yeah.
He'd entertain you. People know who you are. At least they know your name.
Definitely. I mean, he's YouTube statesman. Everybody, we got to recognize that game. Recognize game. It is what it is. But it's just odd. It's just weird. I don't know.
Yeah, strange dude, man. Really strange dude. I don't know where to place him. Like I thought he was. I said, what is he doing here? I thought he's a coon, man. What's he doing over here? In Black Manosphere.
This is definitely worth a deeper look into. I'm not saying that we should spend live broadcast after live broadcast on this, because we shouldn't be doing like Lucas, spending hours and hours and hours upon hours on this kind of thing. But I do believe that it is definitely worth taking a look at, and how this Black Manosphere space on YouTube is becoming a phenomenon.
It is, yeah.
Coming up phenomenon. Whether people want to admit that or not, people are going to struggle with that, because it's not supposed to be us. It's not supposed to.
Even within the space, they're saying it's not supposed to be us.
Facts.
I mean, but we're dealing with a lot of I am him niggas in this space as well.
Yeah.
You know, we got a dude, we got a dude trying to call himself president.
Yeah.
And then my view on that is he very well can call himself a president. He can call himself the emperor. He can call himself the baconator. He can call himself any fucking thing he wants. I can call myself the dictator of Swedish meatballs, like if I wanted to come on here. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you know. But we do have a lot of I am him guys, and Lucas is one of those guys. It's just that he has,
Niggerlanders.
yeah, he has the sub count because you know he knows people are gonna say, oh man, he has this big sub count, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, this this could be this could be a bad problem, or this could be a very good problem to have. I'm starting to believe that it's a very good problem for us to have.
Yeah,
Agreed.
in a week, man, he's done like what 30 hours on this. Good
Yeah, he
Lord.
spent
Wow.
he spent more time than the normal triggered YouTuber. You know, he spent more time on this. I think that he's probably spent more time on this in a week than Reg the Bad Guy has done in an entire month. And that's and that right there
Reg
is
the
saying a
bad guy.
lot.
Yeah,
It's
shout out to
it's
Reg. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that guy.
Forgot about that though.
and shout out to Reg, the gopher of the space. Yeah,
The gopher.
yeah.
Sarate. Hey man, I'm a crash because I've been up all
Yeah,
motherfucking
yeah,
day keeping
It's
this
it's,
stuff,
it's
man.
that time. It's that time. Yeah.
Yeah.
it is that time. It's about at 4 hours. So, you know, final statements, gentlemen, before I wrap it up.
Yeah.
Holla.
Tell them to spell your name right, Kim. Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's why my next stream is gonna be titled "Lessons of Brotherhood."
That's a brotherhood. I'll be sure to tune in.
I might do one say, my name is my name, nigga.
Hey, that's funny.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Peace out, man. Y'all go ahead and donate to Kev, man. Cash App or
Peace,
Super Chat,
BGS.
man. Leave a dollar in the plate on the way out.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, appreciate you coming through, BGS.
All right. Peace
All
out,
right.
Kev. Take it easy, man.
Yeah, you do the same. All right. Ray, thank you for
All
coming
right.
through as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. Peace, man.
All
I
right.
appreciate you.
All right. Chaos Rain, anything you want to say before I wrap this bitch up?
No.
Yeah, Chaos Rain, he's constantly at work, but on his content, but he definitely comes around to support and be supportive. So I really appreciate that. But yeah, I think that this meme that I have up on the screen right now holds to be true. He's a professional YouTuber that I believe that he is he might have another hustle, another job somewhere, but this is supposed to be his bread and butter, and I don't blame him with the 400K sub base. Yeah, it's supposed to be your bread and butter. You're supposed to be enacting all kinds of content strategies to keep your money going, and I don't blame you one bit for trying to implement a new one. But you kind of stepped in it, bro. I'm not trying to discredit your intelligence or anything like that, but I will put up this question: why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you coming to us with this? And I'm just one of those channels that's willing to speak with you mano a mano. Doesn't mean that you're actually going to come. You might actually have a rule about visiting guys who have a much smaller sub count. But hey, what the hell? You're over here anyway. But yeah, I would like to know why. I would like to know who sent him and what is his motivation for being over here. And if it's that important, if he does have somebody that sent him over here, then we need to go ahead and tap into the value of what this space is actually bringing. and that is something that is definitely worth taking a deep dive into. So I would actually like to thank the amazing Lucas for confirming something that I kind of knew already, that this space has the potential just to be it, just to be the shit. And I wonder who's next. I wonder who's next. So definitely, once again, to the amazing Lucas, thank you for letting us know some shit that I kind of already knew. And I'm out for now. Thank you for tuning in with me. Super chats, Cash App. Thank you for that support as well. Really dig into appreciation that I've been receiving from you guys lately. And I am out of here. Long live the habitual line steppers. In Kev we trust. And the good message is always going to be when you don't give up, then you will definitely win. Thank you once again. Peace out.